noting.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Let's try this out for the first time this year. I don't know what type of scoreboard we're going to get here.
The all-access sounds of the UFL now
I'm still going to check ESPN.
DC. And the majestic beauty of cherry blossoms in our nation's capital. The spring football season and the cherry blossom season both in full bloom as they're turning this primetime Week 2 matchup, the Blossom Bowl, to celebrate it all. From here at Audi Field in Washington, D.C., it's the 1-0 D.C. Defenders hosting the much-improved Memphis Showboats. And that means a good quarterback matchup. Defenders veteran passers, the former Ole Miss star Jordan Ta'amu, his third year with the team and coming off an impressive win. And on the left, you see from Memphis, the former Ivy League Player of the Year, E.J. Perry. He split time with...
See, it looks to me like they just have scores over here.
The big story is what the D.C. Defenders did to start the season. A week ago, they pulled off the upset win over the defending champs, Birmingham. They did so with a fierce defense. They had 8 sacks. On offense, they were steady, productive in special teams. It was exactly the kind of win that can set the foundation for a big season ahead. Good evening, everybody. Thrilled you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Jordan Rogers. We'll say hello to Tom Luganville and Sam Macho in a moment. They are our field-level analysts. Hey, we're in prime time here in D.C. with a couple good football teams. What are we in store for?
Boy, did D.C. put the entire UFL on notice last week with a ferocious style of defense led by...
So this is the game center that they have. We'll see what it does.
They're really good on Memphis.
We'll see what it changes into.
Play color back. I still think there's a lot of promise. Lost a close one to Michigan last week. What's the team that's much...
Welcome in, fans of Green Bay Packers. Ryan Rowe, Doug, Debbie, Rob, hello. Ken Wisenhunt is a coach.
Took over for Washington during training camp.
Daniel Barry, good evening.
Former Super Bowl head coach Ken Wisenhunt. He took a medical leave of absence and then returned to work this week.
I think we saw DC respond to Shannon Harris. There's a different energy that he brings.
I'm excited for the game. I just would like to figure out what we're going to do for a game center.
Having your play caller, having your head coach back, there's a sense of stability and hope on that side of the ball. The offense is going to be a lot better this week.
Let's say hello to Erin Dolan. She is with us all season long as our ESPN
sports betting analysis.
With the access here, everything you get with the technology, it is such an attractive sport to bet on it in the UFL. What are you tracking tonight?
It is an attractive sport to bet on, and tonight we're seeing the Defenders like 6.5 points. The money has been coming in on them all week. And of course, this comes off a huge win against the Stallions, which ended up being the biggest upset in UFL history from a betting perspective. Now, as for Memphis, they've been a dog 11 times, including tonight. And they've gone 1-9 straight up, as well as 3-7 against.
Well, I don't see anything for them.
Abram Smith is the most bet-on player to score a touchdown tonight, and I'll also be tracking that total. It opened 37, dipped to 36.5, despite money coming in on the over. But unders are 4-1 to start the season so far, Joe.
All right, so the Memphis Showboats are favored by 6.5 over DC tonight.
Sugar Bowl years ago, he's set records throughout his career. One of the key matchups we're
calling, yeah, we'll see.
The Defenders defense against the Memphis offense. Sam Acho, of course, the longtime NFL veteran, is going to be with Memphis all night long. Good evening, Sam.
Good evening. I'm here with head coach of Memphis, Coach Ken Wisenhunt. Coach,
Julian, hello.
Plays. Just excited. You know, I love seeing the energy on our guys' faces.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I agree with that, Julian. I think the only one you're missing is San Diego.
What are your 2 non-negotiables when it comes to playing defense for DC?
Well, the 2 non-negotiables are effort and toughness. You know, mom and dad pass down the genetics, and I can only affect effort and toughness. So they'll be sitting by me or standing by me if it's not that way.
Coming off a 6-sack performance a week ago, but you said there's some 8 sacks. But there's some things to clean up. Most notably, you said there's some leaky runs from quarterbacks up the middle. How do you prepare for that?
And you know, we've got to do a better job in some of our cage rush plans, and you'll see a lot of games out there this week.
All right, thanks, Coach.
You bet.
All right,
that is classic Greg Williams right there.
Yes, it is.
Ryan does live close to Canton. All right, they're getting ready to kick off here.
Second season of the UFL, the XFL, and the USFL merged spring football leagues. Week number 2. Saw great action in week 1. Now, Matt McCrane will get the key thing started as the narrative prince.
DC and Memphis, here we go.
receiver through the backfield a week ago in that fourth quarter rally.
Kickoff is out of bounds. Starts off with a penalty right here.
Went out of bounds.
Let me fix this real quick. I see something I don't like.
He was a superstar in the Ivy League at Brown University in Providence last week. He rallied Memphis when they were trailing Michigan by 14 points. Put together a long drive within range.
He gets the start again. Remember, we saw both quarterbacks, E.J. Perry and Troy Williams, last week. Talked to Ken Wisenhunt before the game. He said E.J. had the best week of practice he has seen since he's been around him. Expects him to play at a high level tonight.
Cryptic, welcome in. How's the crowd looking? Not that great. What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you. Paul Engel, welcome in. Shotgun formation, single back set for Memphis. Handoff, short run.
Just a yard. Let's look at the impact players.
Just a yard. Impact players, Jacob Caboti, Jonathan Adams for Memphis, Derek Robertson, and DeAndre Baker for DC.
Jacob Caboti, they brought him up, elevated him. Running back, they expect to get a lot of touches, and their number one receiver who's got to make plays tonight, Jonathan Adams on the outside. Will be matched up against Baker quite a bit.
Second down and 8. Look at the throw, goes underneath. Caught, short gain, out to the 45. Third down in the distance from there.
This is an offensive line that has been completely reworked.
There we go. That looks a little bit better.
Coach last week, led by Lindstrom up front.
He was actually E.J. Perry's roommate when Perry was there for a couple of years before he transferred to the Ivy League.
Third down and 6. Third and 6. Shotgun formation. Single back set. Look at the throw. Pressure coming from the inside. Going down the right line. Incomplete. Looking for a flag. I'm not sure he's going to get it. No flag at all on that play. Fourth down and 6. We're punting already.
Receiver for this Memphis team against one of the best DBs in the entire UFL, DeAndre Baker. Oh, it's offensive fans are going to say that should have been a flag. Defensive fans are going to say that's great coverage. Pass interference, first down. More importantly, it's going to set the tone for how they're going to call the outside from here on out. This is a great wrinkle, a little challenge from Coach.
We got a challenge on the pass interference here.
He's not playing the ball. He's into the receiver. He does turn, but then I've got to grab with the left hand, and he's pulling the receiver. So we do have pass interference. I've got the 35-yard line as a
pass interference at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a first down, Memphis.
35. Where's my previous spot?
Roger, welcome in. Anybody brand new in here for the first time, say hello in the chat.
15.
We'd love to welcome you in.
And to the plus 35. From the previous website.
If any one of the moderators finds any different website where we can get stuff off of there, better game changer than this has, let me know. Right now, I've checked ESPN and I've checked the UFL. I checked Fox, but you know. Rob's in here, first time following UFL. You like the interactions they have, Ryan? Cryptid's coming in from Alaska. I love it. The Cryptid Wilderness Research Podcast. Thank you, Daniel. Quick throw over the middle. Caught. Tackled about the 20-some. 23 maybe.
Belly of the running back's going to read Anthony Hines, 57, right over the ball. He sneaks up, opens up.
All right, let me try that.
Great little start here for E.J. Perry. And for all you UFL fans, remember what you just saw in that challenge. You can challenge any play. Whether there was a flag, wasn't a flag, doesn't matter. Not like the NFL or college football. Nice little wrinkle we got here in the UFL.
Yeah, but I can't get to it, Debbie, because then I don't have a scoreboard.
Fritz goes ahead for just a yard.
That doesn't help. Good thought, but it doesn't help. Wish it did.
Illegal formation. Offense number 88 was an eligible player lined up, covered by position.
Good try.
The previous spot. Repeat first down.
Illegal formation, Memphis. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a good try. Anybody that's new, hit that subscribe tonight. We're going to do about 20 of these games. First and 15. First and 15. Ball spotted at the 35 of DC. Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 5. Another flag comes in. Looks like it's going to be a holding, I would think.
Jason Autry hits up this UFL officiating crew.
Offside. Defense number 2 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
You already start to see this game plan with not new offensive coordinator, but offensive
Dave's Disney Dreams. Hello, Dave. Welcome in.
established the run. Just 69 rushing yards last week on 24 attempts. It's going to be run. Take shots. One-on-one coverage on the outside. Right?
First down and 10. First down and 10.
Penalty against DC for 25 yards.
Shotgun formation. Back goes in motion. Back goes in motion. Look at the throw. Pressure underneath. Wide receiver screen. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Looking for Steve or Stove. Couldn't control the ball.
Where that corner's off about 6, 7, 8 yards. Trying to get the little slip screen. Ball was just a hair too high for Eli Stove to catch and run.
Third down.
Stone was playing as if it was a lateral line.
I love how ESPN is featuring the game. And they don't even go to it for a scoreboard. That's unreal. Shotgun, going to throw. Crossing pattern. Got him. Down to about the 16.
The 16-yard line, and that will move the chains.
That'll move the chains. First down.
Anderson are going to run off these defenders right here. Open up a hole. Anderson just...
It is great to hear football. I'm very happy about that.
Catching DC in one of those rare moments where they're not pressing that outside receiver. Free access. It's a nice easy catch. Throw and catch there for Memphis.
First down and 10. Ball spotted at the 16. Bad snap. Going to get hit in the backfield. Lost yards. Second down and going to be long. Got hit in the backfield deep. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. Come on in and chat with us. We got scores for all the professional series going across the top. Thank you, Doug. I couldn't either. Thank you.
A few yards over loss of 10 or 15 if that goes over EJ's head.
Great look at the chest cam. It's being worn by Anthony Hines, the linebacker for DC.
Second down and 14. Second and 14. Shotgun formation. Single back set to the right. Looking to throw. Pressure's coming. Intercepted. Picked off at the 10. And he's going to be taken down at about the 28. First down and 10. Defenders. Wow. It's an okay crowd. I mean, it's not a horrible crowd, but it's not a great crowd.
EJ Perry's going to be out earlier, and it's going to be on the sideline. Thomas, because he's playing off coverage, is able to watch EJ. As soon as that ball is released and inside, he was all over it. Had a chance to hit Lassiter if it was on the outside. The first big mistake here after a good drive for Memphis.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive on defense the first time.
DeAndre Thomas, the interception. Great player at K-State. UFL is brought to you by
UFL football, everybody. Tell your friends. Let's get people over here tonight hanging out.
Motorcycle insurance.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm just happy we got football.
Oh, this chair's jumping on my roller rink.
Progress isn't about overhauling your life or always being perfect. My progress
progress is making smart choices to help lower my A1C with my Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor. It's the little wins, baby. And getting one at half the cost of other CGMs. Well, that's a big win. Come on, ladies.
Try for free at Freestyle.
That's a dumb commercial.
And my progressive rep was super helpful.
Tom Hayes is passive progressive.
The way Kevin says he always has to help you.
Tom doesn't have progressive.
Do, do, do.
If you switch, you can save hundreds. That's great. You could buy more of that cologne we all love.
Progressive called me back up by the claim I filed.
Support when you need it. I wonder what that's like, huh?
In my office. No, Tom.
Don't be passive progressive.
This is bad, right?
Switch to get good coverage and savings for yourself.
Oh, these Katie's are fired.
Katie, you work here?
Whatever, kid. Say no.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
O's by Super Hydrate.
Hey, at least they're getting people to promote them, you know? They're getting people to buy advertising. That's a good thing. No score here in the first quarter. Waiting for him to come back here. Put a twist on me.
Keep it twisted. It's deer season.
Already?
No, not that deer season. Deer season. You can get $3,000 off.
BG, what's up? Feed the snake. You're not wrong. What's up, BG? How you doing?
Now through June 2nd, we love the moments. The memories. The magic. The game. So let's get more. More action. More.
All right, waiting for them to come back here. They're doing a promo commercial.
Don't miss the action every weekend this spring. Visit the UFL.com for tickets.
I can check Fox Sports.
Welcome back to DC. Here with the big man of the hour, Keandre Thomas. Huge interception to change the momentum right there. What coverage were you in? What did you see?
We were in cover one. Then I was just reading quick game from the quarterback. Receiver ran a weak route. Jumped it, got the money.
Go excited. Go spend it with your teammates, will you?
He said, "No."
Sam, take it away.
So I'm on the sideline here on the Memphis sideline. EJ Carey's dealing with an ab strain. Now he's still up, but he's been messing with his ab with the side. He's kind of limping on the field. So that's the situation. He's on the sideline.
That's not bad. Let's take a shot at that.
Reaching to his left side. Made the start, throws deep down the field, and through that interception.
Jeff Condon, hello, buddy.
Clearly affected by that abdominal strain as Jordan Tamu in the DC offense is out there set to get to business, and this is a good way to start it with the running game of Abram Smith.
Yeah.
Nice run right there.
ACL from last year. A little rusty last week, but he's so dynamic. Out of Baylor. Mentioned Abram Smith there. Chris Rowland. He's a guy.
Oh, man, come on, Fox.
Dynamic to watch. And both the linebackers, Phil Chambers and Zeke Vandenberg, the strength of this Memphis defense.
Second and one, Smith again. That will move with James.
First down, DC. Hang tight, everybody. I'm switching over to this one.
Victory over the Stallions was. It was led by the defense. 8 sacks. Yeah, Jordan Tomlin was a little up and down. I
don't know why Fox is struggling right now.
He's one of the best in spring leagues. He's a mainstay. He's a legend. XFL. Back in the day, was the player of the year. Second in UFL passing last year. We're expecting a much better night.
They're going to keep it on the ground with Smith.
Small run with Smith, not much.
Played by Steel Chambers, the former star linebacker at Ohio State. 29 share.
What is wrong with Fox? Just keeps saying the page is unresponsive. Short pitch around the outside. Over the 45.
Meanwhile, the other side is Jared.
Here we go. Still nickel. We got 35. Let's go. Tightwell Auto. Tightwell Auto. Yeah, 5. Stay there.
Yeah.
Speed again, speed, go for it.
USC.
Tom gets it out quickly, but it's incomplete. Chris Rowland was in the range of it.
Rowland had to step there, just a little quick out. Like both the inside slot guys, Tamu just missed it. Mentioned he was a little up and down last week. They were just kind of away from it.
Shalon comes. He was an excellent punter in the SEC. He was a 4-year starter for Tennessee.
That's not what I got over there, is it?
Average. And Isaiah Henny, diminutive but fast return man, is back. As they nearly came right up the middle through that field after it. Henny fields it at the 12.
Memphis now has the ball at the 28.
Return out to 25. Luke's
Yeah, test here with Jordan Tamu. He's taking a look at the iPad right now. Looked like you guys didn't go as deep as you should have on the routes, and you were just a little off the mark.
Yeah, it's kind of our first throw of the game, so we just got to be on target. And I knew exactly what they're playing. I just got to give them a chance to test that. So,
All right, man.
that's their piece of it.
Of course, we'll be monitoring to see how EJ Perry looks as he was dealing with that abdominal strain.
I guess that's better than what we had, right? All right, first down, Memphis. Trying to move the ball. They can't do anything right now on that. Let me get back into the play-by-play here now that I at least have that up.
A little bit. Looks like he's playing through.
Alabama, welcome in.
As a right-handed quarterback, that's worse. That's a second.
Perry at quarterback. Second down and 9. 6:58 on the clock here, the first.
Second and 9.
Second and 9, he got laid out. We got a flag down. Perry got laid out. Anybody new here tonight for the first time ever on our channel? Say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. Here's the flag. Offsides defense. That's how he got there so quick. 5-yard penalty, previous spot. Replay it.
Ultra-aggressive defense.
Andre Mintz. Just a little.
T Hustle. What's up, T Hustle? Welcome in. Good to see you.
You're starting to feel this Greg Williams defense, right? I spoke to him down there on the field before the game. He said, I don't want to blitz a ton early. I want to feel him out, and then I'll start to heat up as I get a feel.
Second down and 4. Second and 4 coming up. Anybody that's new, hit that subscribe. Handoff, off tackle, solid run. That's going to be a first down inside the 45.
Now, the beauty here is we have access to the play calls, including that going to the headset of the backup quarterback, Shane.
So I'm here with Dresser Wynn, one of the quarterbacks for Memphis. It looks physical out there. What do you stand for, DJ?
Maverick, LSC, what's up? Chiming in from Canada. Welcome in, my friend. No CFL game until June, so I'm checking out the UFL. Welcome into my channel. I'll do about 20 games of this year. I also do about over 90 NFL games. So if you like football, hit us up. I love the CFL. I don't get enough of it here in the USA, or I would cover some of their games too. So welcome in, Maverick. Nice to see you. Welcome into T Hustle. Memphis calls their first time out, third down and 1.
After a leave of absence, longtime NFL head coach, of course, with Arizona.
Oh, I did not want it to do that. Why did it do that?
Led the Cardinals to a Super Bowl back in 2008. Presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence until I got clear skin with Bimzelx. I have a chance to say I'm back.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Maverick, welcome to the clubhouse, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to Argos are your team in the CFL. Follow the Bills in the NFL. Nice. Awesome. JRH, what's up? Welcome in. Great to see you.
We have one spot left.
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC.
All right, how do we stream all of these games?
Well, we engineered a fast, reliable Xfinity internet.
So you never miss a moment while streaming live sports?
Isn't that the best part about working here?
No. Stay uniform.
We got a quick break here as a timeout was called.
Do you feel a little subconscious?
Yeah, and I feel ridiculous.
I mostly feel cold.
Absolutely, my friend. Glad you're here.
Score the ultimate sports streaming experience with Xfinity
Dun, dun, dun.
Sports TV. Save more than $150 a year over YouTube TV.
Masson is now streaming on Fubo. Watch the Orioles, Nationals, and more of your local teams. Streaming live on all your devices. Plus, over 350.
Loser, Dorkface 7. Okay, welcome in. Tough channel name, but welcome in.
Designed to outlast and outlive. Toyota trucks are unmatched.
Hey, it's fun just to have football this time of year. They need to work on their websites, though, and get a better game changer type thing, Gamecast, than what they all have. I can say that. We've said that, though, about the UFL, XFL, and all of it since the get-go.
Or take 1.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
We've won millions, taken on the largest insurers, and backed up our reputation with big wins in the courtroom. But only one injury case matters, yours. So if you want to win, we're ready to fight for you.
Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
I'm Mallory Safaste, and you're watching WMAR.
DJ Carey, 3rd and 1, 30 inches in the middle of the huddle. How do you feel?
Good, good.
What do you expect on this play?
Now we're taking a deep shot right here.
Let's go. Let's do it. Take a deep shot. Let's do it.
I love this. Double.
I don't think they're really taking a deep shot.
I don't think so either, but I hope they do.
Third and 1. DJ Carey. Put that out there. Probably thinking Greg Williams is listening to the broadcast.
And DJ Perry's just getting a head start on his coaching career, right? Tell the broadcast what's not going to happen. I know him a little bit, right? You never want to tell him what's coming up.
It was just preemptive, right? So
All right, thank you, Debbie.
This is a first, we got 10, our first down, deep shot. Right? Let me get with Drexler Wayne and see if they're really running a deep shot.
First down and 10. Handoff off the middle. Short gain, 2 yards.
I will say, though, Jacob Devody just got elevated this week. He wasn't active last week. He's running hard. He's falling forward. So he's getting 2 or 3 extra yards every time they hand it off to him. Really nice opening drive for Memphis. Ended in that turnover.
Devody began his college football career in Texas A&M. Then he went to Louisiana and spent time with the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns on the practice.
Second down and 8. Second and 8. Shotgun. Look at the throw. Down the sideline he goes. Is that caught? That's a completion and a first down. Nice dump and throw down the sideline.
This is the guy. Coach's staff said they wanted to get involved. Bobby Laster. Just a slot fade. It's a great job by DJ Perry holding the.
I'm going to try it, Deb. Let's see if it works.
And it was right on the money. I think we're going to get a challenge here, guys.
We got a challenge coming from DC. They don't think he caught it.
Yes, you guys will catch. We're looking to see if it is. I've got left, and then it's that right foot. Do you have a shot of the right foot? Yeah, give it to me.
Road Warrior in the house. What's up, Warrior? Great to see you. Thank you for the support.
Jerry left this first, right to the right. That's incomplete pass. We have an incomplete pass, Jason. I'll give you the
incomplete pass. They're going to turn it back over, reverse the call.
Incomplete. No catch.
Tiago, you gotta have a service that carries ABC. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. 4:13 on the clock. 4:13 on the clock.
Great job of identifying it quickly. What's the down distance?
It's gonna be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
Great throw down the side.
What's up, PNW? How you doing, brother?
From the 38-yard line for Memphis.
So it goes from the big play downfield to a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. We have Trey left, 65. Here's the next shallow swing. Boy, he just went to Isaiah Henny. Elijah Stove, and said, "You got the stutter." Stove is right there on the outside. He's trying to double move to him. Here's your 3rd.
Shotgun, going to throw. Pressure coming. Gets hit as he throws. Lets it go. Caught. They overplayed it and caught it to 20. First down. Memphis. Wow. That was horrible defense. Horrible defense.
And DeAndre Baker, or maybe it's Bryce Thompson. It was Baker, bites all over that. EJ got hit a little bit as he stepped up in the pocket.
Over 36 and a half of you. I mean, it's hard to say with this. What's it? DC's got a decent defense. You're almost through the first quarter, and we're just getting the first chance of points. Did you go over? Is that where you went?
Big play, just the same.
1st and 10 with 3 minutes. They got to take a timeout again.
You can see the frustration and hear it as that play clock was counting down.
Tiago, did you go over the 36 and a half?
35 seconds is quick, guys.
You bet big money on Houston beating Duke. Well, good luck to you, PNW.
The vertical passing game.
Good luck to you, my friend.
Last week, first time play caller, no Kate Wisenhunt. A little different when you got a guy who's won a Super Bowl as the coordinator calling plays.
If you're new tonight, help me out. Hit that subscribe, everybody. Help me out with the subscribe. It's free. It helps the channel.
It's an aggressive attack so far from Ben Wisenhunt.
1st down and 10 coming up. 1st down and 10.
Twists and games from DC. They've handled it so far.
Ball's on a DC 19-yard line.
Last week this was a little bit of a counter play. Again, the guys up front moving.
Handoff off the middle. Big run inside the 10, down to the 6. 1st and goal, Memphis.
It's a great job. It's a
1st and goal, Memphis.
It really opens up that hole for Daenerys Prince.
Good job.
Shotgun formation changes under center. Now backs out again. Shotgun. Handoff off the middle. Nothing. That is stuffed.
Bryce Thompson's been all over the place. He plays corner. That's the 2nd time he's been in the backfield. Had a sack earlier. They got called back to the offsides. The neutral zone infraction that time.
Ain't gonna happen.
Bryce Thompson, who has the single record for the Tennessee Volunteers with 3 interceptions in a game for college football, where you see the 2 coordinators of play calls. The head coach Wisenhunt, the longtime coordinator Greg Williams on the other side.
Handoff straight up the middle. Nothing. Stopped at the 5.
These 2 guys that both have Super Bowl rings for calling plays on their respective sides.
73 shot open.
And here, big 3rd down.
3rd down and goal. 3rd and goal. Look at the throw. Across the middle. Almost picked off. 4th and goal. They're going to have to kick.
Joseph, the quarterback who played at Kentucky,
with their defensive former second-round pick by Dallas at 21 all over this. It's a play almost similar to what they ran earlier. And get D. Anderson on this time. Jonathan Adams, that is tight.
That's close to being a pass interference.
There was a question, a challenge flag was thrown. This time.
Joseph comes up with the play. Just after leading the SEC, said drafted into the NFL. 26 games played with the Cowboys. Jared Thomas is the starting left guard as he is being tended to. Thomas played at Northwestern, where studied sports media and in fact called a college football game. Was up in the booth on the Big Ten Network last year calling Northwestern's season opener.
4th and goal. Here comes the kick. First points of the game.
Matt Conley now on for the field goal attempt. Is the short
Up and good.
field goal.
Late flag. 1 minute left of the first.
There's a little contact with the kicker.
Right, flag going to take it out.
Is it it's not a first down. It's still 4th down. Still 4th down.
Running into the kicker defense.
No, still 4th down. Still 4th down. They're going to take that point. Shoot it. So Kelvin Joseph coming off the side there and just getting a piece of Coughlin.
Okay. Detroit Diz. Sean, what's up, buddy?
Actually, his kick foot, by the time it came down, was what he took out. But they will keep the points on the board. So Ken Whisenhunt is back to business as the head coach of Memphis after a leave of absence. Ken Whisenhunt, a long career, but he started off as a young man in Augusta, Georgia. And of course, our coverage of the Masters will begin this week. You see that grand old scoreboard. When Ken Whisenhunt was a teenager growing up in Augusta, he worked the 18th hole manual scoreboard at the Masters.
That's pretty cool.
So the Augusta native, the Masters beginning this week with coverage on ESPN. He has touched
What
that
the heck?
tree and tradition, working the manual scoreboard at the Masters as a team.
I don't think you would have had numbers high enough for what I'd get on a few of those holes.
Exactly. Double-digit placards that you're trying to put in position.
Mark me down for a 12. It's a really impressive start by this Memphis offense. Yeah, 2 long drives. See, the first one ended in the interception. That one capped off the points. Different Memphis offense than we saw last week against Michigan.
All right, here's your kick. Here comes DC. It's a 10, 20, 25. Spins around there again. Down to 27.
Jordan Ta'amu.
Jordan Ta'amu, DC Defenders. My football moment would have to be in college. We were down 5 with 5 seconds left on the 10-yard line. I threw a big route to DK Metcalf in that corner. He catches it. We win the game after that catch. That was probably one of my best moments.
Jordan Ta'amu had so much success at Ole Miss. His senior year back in 2018, he broke the single-season school records for yards per.
First down and 10. First and 10. Handoff, fake it, gonna throw. Cross the middle, incomplete. He had his tight end, look, our wide receiver Powell, but off his hands.
Guy that took the unconventional route. Yep, started at a junior college.
Jordan Ta'amu, he's very happy in the UFL. He don't want to go anywhere else.
Both in the NFL, but then in pro spring football as well.
Yeah, 6 different NFL teams he's bounced around, but I mentioned he's a mainstay in the spring leagues.
Handoff up the middle, short gains, 3rd down coming up.
UFL Offensive Player of the Year in 23, 2nd in yards and touchdowns last year in the UFL.
Deion Jackson with the carry. As he gets into the 30-yard line, a third down, but barely listening to the play call.
Shit, right? That means that running back, Deion Jackson's going to be looking out protection.
Shotgun 3rd and 6. 7 seconds on the clock. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Tiamu sideline. Incomplete. Knocked down with 1 second on the clock. They're going to get one more play in.
Great coverage. Boykin, the guy that keeps the coordinator, Jared Horton, says just jumps off the tape. Another one that's just a little bit off for Tamu. This ball just sails. See, it floats on him a little bit. He drive it the way he wanted to.
End of the quarter. There you go. End of the quarter. That was a fast first quarter.
17 plays to DC's 8. A field goal lead for the underdog Showboats here in DC.
On a warm day, you want two things: a refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like Simply Spiked Lemonade, and a way to get cool.
Simply Spiced Lemonade.
Simply Spiked, made with real fruit juice.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Yeah, the NBA playoffs are here, and it's about to be ridiculous.
Welcome in to anybody who might be brand new, finding us for the first time. We're going to do a bunch of these games, probably up close to 20 by the time it's said and done. Hit us up with a follow tonight. Come back with us.
America's favorite pizza chain, and America said, who? So, to introduce America to America's favorite pizza chain, we're offering unlimited large 2-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Only at
$8.99 pizzas. I'll take that.
Your motion picture. An evolution in customer experience. A game-changing approach to golf. Behind them all, advanced 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business. Disney chose T-Mobile to power real-time collaboration between remote production hubs. T-Mobile fuels Tractor Supply stores nationwide with 5G internet. And innovates with PGA of America to elevate the game.
I know what I can do.
Goes further with T-Mobile for Business. Yo, I can guard pro in these. I can guard you and around you.
Sure about that? So I was looking for a quarterback.
Excited for tomorrow. Exclamation point. I'll be doing a heavy share out in the morning. If there's any complications, reach out to me on my cell. 44.
You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
This is the beginning of the end.
Amen.
The world is broken, and I am being called to heal it.
On social media.
You have to show up, and you have to fight.
Hulu. Was that the final? Florida won?
Action continues week 2 of the UFL. Tomorrow, the Roughnecks and the Renegades will be noon on ESPN.
Roughnecks and Renegades.
San Antonio and St. Louis to round out the weekend. That'll be on FS.
St. Louis sure looked good week 1.
Yes.
Running the football. Them, the Stallions, DC, all kind of congregating as a few of the best in the UFL so far. But it's early. As we see tonight, Memphis. Not looking like the 2-8 team we saw last year.
4th down and 6. There's going to be a punt here to start the second quarter.
8 sacks a week ago. Paxton Brooks, his second punt of the night.
Boom, gets it off. Drives him all the way back to the 25. Going to start there, out to the 30. 29, going to be tackled there.
Opposite side of the field.
So we got to go into the kick. Okay, during the kick, 20 receiving. Yeah, into the kick. During the kick, holding, return team number 28. The penalty is 10 yards.
Siri, take a screenshot.
Let's bring in our ESPN betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. Aaron, I look at this over-under total, and I sit here, and we got a field goal on the board. That's it. UFL's been trending unders this season.
That it has. It's 4-1 to the under so far. San Antonio Arlington was the only game we saw go over the projected total. And that, of course, was with a field goal with 19 seconds left. So, yes, unders have been a trend. And this is a trend that goes back to...
Unders have been a trend.
So we've seen this total drop from 36.5 to 31.5.
You see it looks at that live number there. Graphics is that, Aaron, that over-under live number, that thing is dropped down when I see that 31 and a hook there.
As for the defenders, they're laying 2.5 points now.
There you go.
Nice video, comma. I'm going to feature your channel on my channel next week.
Came in at 36.5 on the close at kickoff, and it's 3-0 here.
3-0 here. 14 minutes left. Second quarter. Shotgun. Handoff. Off tackle left. Bounces out to the outside. Prince. Nice run. Gate at 10. It's got a first down. It got popped out of bounds. I didn't no flag, though. Guess they're going to call it continuation of the run.
This to the outside after it gets clogged up. Really good job. Field vision there from Deneric Prince.
Great vision by this kid. First down and 10.
Prince, a guy that was on the Dolphins practice squad last year, just needs more game tape and puts together a couple plays like that. He's going to get another look.
Played 2 games with the Chiefs.
Handoff again. Another nice run. We got flags down everywhere, though. Flags down everywhere. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. All fans are welcome here.
10 yards from that spot. Good spot.
Holding. Take it back. 10 yards.
Number 10, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
10 yards, spot of the foul.
This is not back to action. So many were concerned when he took the leave of absence. Had a great visit with coach this week.
Floodlight.
He said he got great.
First and 15. Quarterback keeper sweeps to the outside. He got about half of it back. That's a nice run. He's in pain, though. You can see that.
First possession.
Final formation. We got to go. Time out. Come on. Why are we stopping?
That was E.J. Perry on the last drive. That is what the son of a football coach sounds like. No doubt. His father, E.J. Perry II, was a legendary high school coach for years in Massachusetts. In fact, E.J. played at Andover High for his dad, who as a senior was the Boston Globe Player of the Year. Jacob Capote in on the play there. Big hit from DeAndre Baker.
Great read from Baker there. But E.J. Perry, he's a sneaky athlete. Ran a 6'5". The combine second fastest. He's quarterback class. He does a really good job of stepping up through the pocket at times as well. So keep an eye on here. The mobility of E.J. Perry on third and long.
Watch that play clock here.
Third down and 15. They're going to call timeout.
Memphis has called their third and final timeout of the half.
Anybody in here brand new, first timer? Finding our channel, looking for the UFL?
Yeah, let's do it.
Take a break. The Showboats facing a 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 coming up when we return from the commercial. Trying to find something.
It's deer season. Already?
It's John Deere season.
Deer season.
you can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd. Still have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms after taking a medication like Humira or Remicade? Put them in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When flares try to slow me down, I got lasting remission with Rinvoq. Check. And many were in
It won't be long.
nearly 2 years.
And Rinvoq helps visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, lasting remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
There ain't none for free. Buffalo Wild Wings gave to me. Free.
All right, now I should try to find this thing.
Free burger and a free dessert.
I hate when you find something on Facebook and you let it go and it disappears. Frustrating. Oh well. I thought I'd saved something, now it's gone.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do. And that goes.
Commercial break almost over. We're waiting on it. We come back. We got a long third down play.
Welcome to your Walmart.
Right now, I am in third gear. Would you like to see me shift to 6? I used to respect your fair play. You have power. Now look at you. You're with us? Yourself.
New series now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Well, Memphis has exhausted their timeouts. Play clock was running down moments ago. Now E.J. Perry faces a 3rd and 15.
All right, 3rd down and 15. Here we go. 3rd and 15. Shotgun formation. Nothing. 4th down. They're going to have to punt.
He's so good. One of the best in the UFL. Had a monster game last week as well, making another big tackle. Here with Greg Willard. You said that was one of your adjustments from last week to come up, make that, keep the ball in front of you.
Yeah, the big thing that and how we went across that we crushed the pocket and made the.
Can't believe I lost this.
And they tried to pick the linebacker. They don't ever call it a pick. They call it a rub on offense, but it's a pick. But Hines did a great job, and that's who I alerted right before the play. I saw, how wide he was. Heinzer don't get picked.
4th and 15. Here's the punt. Boom. DC getting the ball, collecting it at the 15, out to the 20, 25, 27-yard line. They're going to start right there.
Went for 50 yards. Hey, Sam Acho is up in the booth for Memphis.
And I'm standing right next to the defensive coordinator for the Memphis Showboats, Jared Horton. Coach Horton, what are you expecting now in this drive?
Right now, it's been all 11 personnel, so we're trying to see if they're going to come out in 12 personnel or 20 personnel and see if they're going to try to give us a different look.
So 20 personnel, 2 backs. 12 personnel, that's 2 tight ends. He's saying big nickel.
Height there, staying free. Staying free.
Hey, nickel right. Hey, give me this.
Yeah, tight end, stick 3. Tight end, 3.
We're gonna put 20 in a pressure right here.
Shotgun formation, single back set. Changes, goes under center. Handoff right up the middle. Gain of about 3 at most. 2nd down.
Tight wheel 56. All right, so 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10. Probably thinking another RPO. Potentially playing cover 6 right here. Quarter, half, quarter 6 right. We should be nickel left. Hey, where's the shot? Or RPO?
Shotgun here.
Last shot. Condensed set. Here we go. Alert shot.
Handoff up the middle, short gain. There's nothing more you want as a coordinator than to have a daggone guy with a microphone trying to interview you while you're trying to call plays and win a game. That's the dumbest thing ever.
We're fighting. We're doing a good job.
That is the dumbest thing ever.
We've had some opportunities. Obviously, we've had a couple of.
I like some of the stuff they do. That's stupid.
Work on that. But I like the way our team's fighting.
Yeah, I couldn't make the call because the guy from ESPN was asking me about chicken.
We're hitting the crease.
Shotgun looked like a false start.
You know, we got to keep doing things, mixing them up and making.
Quick out, caught. We got a flag though.
Third down, it's high, Scott. Flag is down, most likely offside. We will check on that. But the completion on third down, that likely moves the chains.
Yeah, Coach, real quick, one more for you. How's EJ's health? He was complaining a little bit about this left side. Is he doing okay? Gotten through some pain? Yeah, he's doing okay. He said he's good to go, which you like that, the competitive side of him. So we're going to keep him in there right now.
Ken, we'll let you get back to work. Thanks for the visit.
You got it. Thank you.
12-yard reception to tie.
First down and 10, under 10 minutes in the second. Single back set in motion. Handoff again on first down. Nice run, 2 or 3 yards. Every run seems to be a hard run, 2 to 3 to try to get it.
Quarterback for DC. Just want you to walk us through what you're hearing from Coach Keiss up in the booth, what we could see coming up on this next play.
Yeah, right here we're going to have a full max protection here, 7-man pro. We're going to go vertical here, so we're really looking to put the button on their 3 sides. So let's see.
There is the pass protection. There is the
down the field, wide open. He dropped it. Oh my God. Mickens couldn't handle it. It would have been a massive completion.
Great play call here. Little switch by the inside receivers. Mickens wide open. Just doesn't haul it in. That was a surefire touchdown.
David Harris, the DC Defenders interim head coach. Sam.
Coach, what happened on that last play? We busted the coverage. We didn't carry the vertical to it. We need our safety number 7, Eli, to take that one.
What are you doing now?
We're playing cover 6 right here.
Shotgun, going to throw. Now he takes off running. Going to be a first down.
Good work by Jordan Alamu. And the first Defenders play hits a Memphis territory tonight.
As Steel Chambers out here in space, you're going to see just lose his vision and contain onto Amu as he does a great job of stepping up into the cover 2 side. You heard the coordinator say cover 6, cover 2 on one side, cover 4 on the other. Great job by Tom seeing it, use his legs.
Play action, going to throw. Cross the middle, caught at the 30. Down at the 28, another first down. Defenders.
Just affecting all these linebackers. Watch the flow here from the second level. Really opens up that over route to Roland. Great touch throw that time by Tomlin.
Reception.
Monterey Molly, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Cameron, what's up? You bet too much money on this football game. Is DC looking? I mean, they're looking okay. What did you bet? Did you bet DC?
Ohio State stars was Isaiah Green.
Tampa. So hurry up, we can't stop when they're not stopping, guys. We can't do this.
Yeah, he was slowing the ball. I got you. Just ask.
Tampa. I called Tampa because our corner was giving me the signal that he needed to blow. You got I got you.
Second and 6.
Second and 6. Cross the middle. Caught. DC. Another first down for the Defenders. We got a late flag coming in as well. See what the flag is. And we got Doug and Molly in here.
Moaning? No.
Where is it? There it is.
The penalty with
Can barely see this. This screen is such a bright white on my end, coming in from Fox. I can barely see everything on my computer. That is a challenge tonight. I got to find a way around that. Maybe create a black screen that can go around. Frustrating. All right, we got first and goal for DC. Hello, Mr. Thibodeau. First and goal for DC. Handoff up the middle. No, he gets stuffed. Stuffed.
Walker just comes straight through the line of scrimmage. Great job. Right through, right here. DeLillo's a big quarterback, man. About 215 pounds, big lower body. Great job of knowing what was coming and blowing that up. And now Jordan Ta'amu back in the game.
Second and goal. Second and goal. Hello, Gloria. Welcome in. Around the outside, Tiamu. Is that a touchdown? Touchdown, DC.
Clap your hands! Well, after going airborne, ball was in his right hand, though. Great look here from the chest cam.
That makes Cameron happy. Cameron, hit me up with a follow tonight. It's good luck for you. They're reviewing the score.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Appreciate you, Cameron, for the love. Handoff off the middle, got it stuffed. They took the score off the board. And they tried to run it again. Why did they do that? Cameron, did you bet the flat score with defenders to cover? I think you're good if you did. Miss Thibodeau gifting a membership to Tori Creswell. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you so much. That's a smart play if you did, Cameron. Fourth and goal. They're going to kick a field goal. There's Mr. Thibodeau coming behind. Blessing Blaze Radio. 22-yard field goal attempt is up, and it's good. Thank you to the Thibodeaus. That's very generous. Yeah, you got DC. Nah, you're all right. I think you're going to be fine with that. I really do.
Yeah, we just something we didn't like the look, so we just try to get that play
I
stopped.
really do, brother. I'd say it's a smart play.
We didn't do it, but we wanted to get the time out to make sure we had the right call. All right, thanks. Yeah, appreciate it.
3-3. Boy, Aaron said the unders have been trending. Are they ever here? More to come from DC after this.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
Turn the off season on again with the NFL app.
Sorry, I'm trying to check something here.
And subscribe to NFL Plus for more access for the picks, the plays, all in one place, all year long.
You know Harbor Freight.
You're worried about your over. I would be too. I was surprised that you said you went over with all the games that have been trending under, Tiago.
You to put us to the test. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Tony, me?
Bro, really think you can outfit me?
Oh, my hope.
That's cute.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them.
It crushed my confidence. It kept me in the shadows.
But no longer will psoriasis get a piece of me. With Gonzalez, I can't wait to say I'm back.
Oh, what is that?
I can let my skin again.
Thank you, Doug, for helping me with stats, buddy.
IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can start getting myself back.
Gonzalez helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts. Dare to wear black again, from head to toe. Most people got 100% clear skin.
Saw him after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Come on, I need to find this thing. Where's that?
Ask your dermatologist about Gonzalez.
The cockroach, resilient creatures, true miracles of evolution. Where there is one, others aren't far behind. Always scavenging for food, the cockroach will...
Well, that's horrifying.
Its favorite.
That is horrifying.
Defense Max Indoor Insect Barrier. One application kills and prevents bugs for 365 days.
Not in my house.
Come on.
Nature's wild. Your home doesn't have to be.
Should have been a TD. I thought so too, BG.
Guys, now you did it in stages, right? It's about a quarter of the way up. You take a look at the beer steak science. We had to get our big brain out and put together some numbers for you. But look at the weight of it. Look at the one there at the bottom. A 50-foot snake's going to weigh about 75 pounds. And these fans here in D.C. have been loving this, going all the way back to the XFL in 2020. And there have been moments, and who knows, it might happen tonight, where that beer steak will make it to the very, very top row, and then we'll end up having to make a hard right turn along the back aisle.
That's when you're having a good time.
You got it.
Those are 16 ounces, by the way. And it's 48 cups.
I agree with you 100%.
Here in D.C.
All right, touchback.
I need a little more scoring. So here's flowing. Yeah, there we go.
Touchback.
Alternate the guys that have to hold it. Nothing gets heavy.
That's not starting draft, guys.
By the way,
All right, that's done.
is the name of the guy who's the anchor point.
3-3 game right now. If you're not subscribed, hit us up. We're going to be live tomorrow with more UFL. Live next weekend, more UFL. We're doing the NFL draft here live. NFL draft here live 2 nights in a row. So let's do this party. They do an automatic review and they called down and said, turn it over. It wasn't in. Doesn't have to be challenged in the UFL. Quick out complete, gain of 7. So yeah, it was overturned, but just on the automatic overturn.
Williams right now playing a little more stop zone coverage, not the traditional man press across the board. DJ Perry taking advantage of it.
Here's Perry.
Shotgun incomplete.
Just denied at the last second as D. Anderson was trying to get upfield, but the former first-round NFL draft pick, DeAndre Baker, broke it up.
He won the Jim Thorpe Award 2018 for the best DB in the country. You're seeing why right here. Undercutting that sling route, getting the hand out. It's a good ball. Accurate, but Baker all over. Horseshoe.
Third down and 1. Third down and 1 from their own 29.
Is that good? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Under center. Looks like they're going to push it. Handoff, change, go. They didn't get it. They got stuffed. It's going to be 4th and 1. Why would you?
Two-time FCS All-American at San Houston State. I love you get a mix of guys. You get guys that played at Georgia at that time, so the pinnacle of college football. You got guys that were All-Americans that, yes,
They're going to have to punt.
still fighting for that dream of playing the NFL.
3 minutes left. That was good defense by DC.
So Mango comes on to punt away his second punt of the evening. Played his college ball at UCLA. Newcomer to the team this year from Memphis. Last played 2023 with Pittsburgh.
Here's the punt. He just gets it off. All the way back to the 29. Evades one defender. That'll kill it right there.
So exciting stuff coming your way right here on ABC tomorrow at 3 Eastern. It is the
Women's National Championship, UConn and South Carolina tomorrow. That'll be interesting.
The pregame special is it all started at 2 Eastern. On Stuber and Diana Taurasi will be doing their own commentary on ESPN, the alternate broadcast. That's 3 Eastern on ABC. Great matchup of powerhouse programs with UConn and South Carolina playing for the national championship.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Kicking team, return team, number 27. The penalty is 15.
Wow. Unnecessary roughness on the return team, DC. 15-yard penalty, move it back. That was on the return.
Trying to take that out of football, right? If you can't see a guy coming to the outside of his field of vision, they don't want you putting a lick on him like that. But this league, the energy in this league, special teams and everybody, right? Everybody's trying to make a wow. Everybody's hungry. Everybody wants to do something that's going to pop on film that the NFL team's going to see and go,
wow, that's crazy.
We've actually had interesting conversations with guys in this league who played in it for a
First down and 10 from the 12, under center, single back set. Handoff again. They're going to run it. Not going to go very far at all, maybe 3 yards. Second down coming up.
One conversation we had recently, somebody said, you sort of learn lessons. There's no complacency in the UFL.
Nobody is where they want to be. That's right. I play junior.
Coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
To be a junior college. They want to play D1. They want to be a different school. Just like here in the UFL, nobody wants to be right here. They all want that second or third opportunity in the NFL, or like some of these FCS guys that never got that first chance, they want to prove they belong there.
Come up on the 2-minute warning. The defense is
the 2-minute warning.
Here in DC.
I'm warning you, it's 2 minutes left.
And Wisdom Hunt back in action for Memphis. This presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
All right, we got a quick timeout here. You need a beverage or to use the facilities, now's the time.
Capital One has a rewards credit card.
Now is the time.
Possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
On the $100,000 pyramid, you never know whether our contestants will stay next or do this. It's always a great team. Michael Strahan hosts the $100,000 pyramid.
I'm bringing back all these old shows.
Follow WMAR2 News on social media for daily content.
Nope, don't need to.
Designed to outlast and outlive.
Outlast and outgo.
Are unmatched, unstoppable, unequaled. Check out the new Land Cruiser and start your epic journey today. Outfitted with the most advanced tech and ready for anything. Hurry into your Toyota dealer now and lease a new Land Cruiser for a low $469 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Masson is now streaming on Fubo. Watch the Orioles, Nationals, and more of your local teams. Streaming live on all your devices. Plus, over 350 top channels. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Insurance companies approach every accident case the same way. They calculate the lowest possible payout they can get away with. So what makes the difference? Hiring me. Mike's floating. When insurance wouldn't return my call, I called Mike.
Yeah, calling Mike is the smartest move I've ever made.
We fight to win.
He really went to bat for me. $6 million.
What is my take on fishing? What do you mean, like just going fishing?
Someone to fight for you.
Give me a little bit more information in the question, please.
He's tough, and that's a promise.
It's time to pack the park. WMAR is once again collecting sports equipment for the LPF Foundation and giving it to local youth sports teams. Drop off your stuff at Meadowood Regional Park on April 16th or go to any Wise Market location. Presented by Wise Markets.
Definitely you need some athleticism in it. So I would say it's a sport and it's fun. Yeah, I enjoy fishing.
Great performances.
I don't do it anymore, but yeah, I like it.
That's when he went for 218 yards back in 2023 against St. Louis. Had touchdown runs of 62 yards.
That's some big runs right there. No problem.
History of spring football and some of the notables, like guys like Herschel
Yep.
Walker.
Wish I could still do that.
Some of the greatest games they had in spring football history. And Abram Smith's right up there.
Yeah, you could put him right up there.
Had a 218-yard game.
Yeah, they need a little more out of him tonight. Just 25 yards.
Hello.
2-minute drill. They do have all 3 timeouts, so you don't need to necessarily.
All right, let's do this. Abraham Smith in the game.
By the way, he also had one of the greatest Sugar Bowl performances. Yeah.
It's been a really good weekend. Great shows on the channel. A lot of good things, family. A lot of good things for my friends. It's been a great weekend. And it's almost halftime here. Quick out throw out to the 20. Second down coming up. Hey, Jen, what you just texted me on, was that did she announce that on social media?
Gators all out. So
I didn't even know that she was involved with somebody. Quick out, incomplete. Fourth down, nice defensive play. Juan, what's up, Juan Contreras? Welcome into the channel. How is the Defenders offense looking? They've been missing a bunch of opportunities. Juan.
Once again, DC had a guy wide open for a touchdown.
They've had a couple times they've got guys wide open and I don't know, just underthrowing. She did. All right, touche. Welcome in, Juan. If it's your first time on our channel, hit me up with a follow. We broadcast UFL. Gonna do about 20 games this year, probably. And we do not over 90 NFL games. That's pretty funny. I didn't know she did like a YouTube video on it, or she just put it on her Instagram. I should have rephrased my question correctly. Fourth down and 6, they're gonna punt. Oh, that punt sucked. Right at the 40, fumbled it, balls on the ground. DC may have it. Oh my God. DC has it at the 41. That's a great idea.
It just takes his eyes off it for a second with DC guys breathing heavy.
Juan, is this your first time finding us, buddy? Chantish, what's up? Where can I watch besides the... It's not on ESPN, ABC. Or you can hang in here with us if you'd like. We welcome you in.
So now a second.
Tiamu. Minute 22. The DC's got it now. Shotgun formation. Single back set. Look at the throw. Pumps. Wide open down. Oh, he underthrew his guy again. He had another touchdown if he hit him in stride. Underthrew him on the pump.
Oh, it just hasn't been.
Come on, man. Get bent over a barrel and spanked right here. Let's go.
Just behind on that one.
Awesome, Juan. Well, I'm glad you found our channel. I hope you'll come back with us more often. He was wide open.
Don't overthrow him. You short arm it. You guide it. You guide it.
Second down and 10.
2 times in a row.
Second and 10 from the 41. Yamu in trouble. Throws off his back foot. Incomplete.
To the outside, so it'll be third down.
Third down. Missed opportunities right now.
Unfortunately, sometimes that happens. Because remember,
Tomorrow at noon, we're doing the Renegades and the Roughnecks on this channel.
it would have been a touchdown.
Tomorrow at noon, Renegades and Roughnecks on this channel.
Make it easier on him. You start to think too much. You're relentless. Your instincts don't take over.
Third down and 10. Third and 10.
After the punt was recovered by DC.
Pressure coming. Looks across the middle. Wide open. Caught at the 20. Hammered down at the 20. First down and 10 with a minute left. Hello, Sebastian the Crab.
That's a laser. That is a great answer by Jordan Ta'amu.
Hey, it's Mr. Krabs. Hi, Mr. Krabs.
Well, Mrs. Crab, but still. Shotgun, looking to throw, across the middle, dumped, underneath, gain of about 3. Second down.
DC does have 3 timeouts remaining.
They're going to use the timeout with 42 seconds left in the half.
DC has called their first charge timeout. Please put 42 seconds in on the clock.
Head coach.
After leaving a few balls short, I love seeing Ta'amu step into that. Look at this. Going to hitch up, one more hitch, and rip this one right in a tight window. Right on the money to Ty Scott.
Ty Scott made that big catch at 20 yards.
Ty Scott, who has NFL experience with Seattle and with Kansas City.
Coach is still arguing the flag.
That was defenseless.
Shannon Harris pleading his case. Of course, everything is seen by Dean Blandino in the Blue Plate Command Center. Dean, what do you say about the argument that Shannon Harris is making there?
Well, I think the key is we don't have a defensive player. The receiver made the catch. Now he's a runner, so the only foul you can have is crown of the helmet. So shoulder to the head, forearm to the head is legal. It was a shoulder to the head, so that's legal on a ball carrier, not a defensive player.
All right, second down and 6. Second and 6.
Dean Blandino, who's
Trips to the left. He's looking left. Looking left. About to get hit. Oh, my God. Got sacked. All the way back at the 37. 30 seconds on the clock.
It's going to be an initial pressure here off the left side, and then Roberts is going to loop around and be right where Ta'amu is, trying to scramble away. Great
DC has called their second charge timeout of the half. Will be 30 seconds of rain.
by the way, one of the great personalities in the league.
That guy, not just a football player, does commercials as well.
Boogie Roberts is the guy's name.
Went to San Jose State, has his SAG card with national TV acting experience and national commercials.
He said, look, 1 week, this is what I want to be when I grow up. 1 week, I want to be in the WWE. You know a thing about that. He said, the next week, I'll be cooking with Martha Stewart. That's range right there.
That is range.
And also bringing down quarterbacks and eating for lunch.
Hanging out in the WWE and then hanging out with Martha Stewart.
All right, here we go. Third down and 14.
It's going to be a third and 14 under 30 seconds to play in this first half.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Underneath, caught. That's a 12, but it's going to be fourth down. Scott again on the catch.
Clock is counting down. They do have a timeout.
They're going to let this tick down, call a timeout, kick a field goal.
They're letting the clock run down to 3 seconds.
That is exactly how they will manage things. This place takes the position to take the lead.
Field goal attempt coming to take the lead at halftime.
Remember, they're going to get the ball after half as well. So they can get points here and then with some momentum, get the ball after half.
You're listening to our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. He put the number forward that the unders have been trending heavy in the UFL early on. This thing closed at 36.5. Live action dips much lower. We could have a 6-3 game here.
Hey, stock markets all over the place. Bitcoin's all over the place. You want to make some money? Bet some unders in the UFL.
All right, here we go.
Break this tie.
Field goal opportunity here to take the lead at half.
Trey Berry, the snapper. Paxton Brooks, the holder.
There's a snap. Kick is up. And it is good. It's halftime. We got a 6-3 game, everybody. If you're going to leave me at half, hit that subscribe if you haven't yet already. Make sure you can find me later.
We left the defense on the field way too long, so we got to be better at sustaining drives offensively and keep the defense fresh and let them sit on the side.
I could go for a hot dog at the stadium right now. Hot dog and a beverage.
Second half, we got to get the steps run again, and then we got to come out, and then we got to put points on the board with touchdown, not field goal.
Thanks, Coach. I think over to you, Sam. Coach, was it?
Thank you, Juan. I appreciate you, brother.
What's your feeling about how it's going so far?
Hopefully we'll keep you entertained over here. Nice to meet your acquaintance, my friend.
We missed some opportunities here as we went along, you know, and they took advantage of it. So we're going to go back in here, regroup, come out. We're excited.
Luckily, the halftime of these games is not that long.
What's the message to the team at halftime?
Well, I mean, you're playing against a good team, and you know, right now where it is, we're down a field goal. We shouldn't even be that, but we've had our chances. We've made some plays. We just got to work some things out, and we'll be ready to go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And both teams feel that way, that they've had their chances for more. But it's been field goals here at...
All right, we'll be hanging with you here at halftime. 6-3 game. And the beer snake is in full effect. Gotta love the beer snake.
Yo, I can go pro.
Gotta love it.
Guard you and run to it. Sure about that?
So I was looking for a quarterback?
Go!
You're right, Billy. He's still bring out my eyes.
Every shoe for every athlete.
Dix is the GOAT.
It's all the crazy commercials right now.
Of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea, made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea.
Sounds like Sully's barking at something. Sounded like he was barking at something. Somebody's not happy about. There you go, Juan. Getting recognized on the screen. Thank you again. Why is it that Taco Bell looks so good on TV, yet you get it home and it just puts you in the bathroom?
Goldilocks took out the Ram 2500 Rebel. Next, he tried the Ram Charger. Then finally, the Ram RHO. And they were all just right.
Great song, Panama.
6,500 combined cash allowance plus current Chevrolet, Ford, and GMC.
Good marketing, yeah.
Bonus cash on select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks.
Next week,
always something, Ryan.
Wake up with Viola, Anthony, Tracy, Ramon, Rashida, Marseille, Bryce, and Cheryl on
Good Morning America.
Closed the stream, came back to Pete talking about going to the bathroom. Yeah, Taco Bell do that to you, Jeanette.
Biggest secret is not in you knows. What aren't you telling me?
Dun, dun, dun.
The NFL Draft live.
The NFL Draft will be live right here on the channel Thursday, April 24th. Thursday, April 24th, live right here on the channel.
You can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season now through June 2nd.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
That says college. It's been a while for me.
Field in Washington, D.C.
I used to enjoy it years ago. Then I got a bad batch one time, and that was enough. I can't get over that.
Memphis. The UFL in many ways is really common sense, fun football. All access, innovative, embracing technology, gambling, and more. And it takes great pride in simply serving the fan well. But it's the fans who are well served that have created the buzz here in Washington.
Beer snake.
Beer after beer, they've made this home.
Never tried Taco Bell? Good for you, Ryan, man. I used to love it.
For years, we Americans
I used to love it. Burrito Supreme with extra guacamole and extra sour cream. I used to love it.
we fretted over our crumbling infrastructure, and we've eulogized many a Rust Belt town. But it's not fair to say that the age of American enterprise is truly over, because we still make things in this country. Sprawling, majestic, sticky things.
Beer snake is a
Chicken power bowls.
cups start small and grows rather tall.
Energy is powerful right now.
Beer snake is people having a good time. And the crowds.
You don't beat the beer snake.
A whole thing on a beer snake. That's great.
In our nation's
They're actually doing a whole article thing on it.
DC defenders are drinking a lot of beer and stacking lots of cups together. And they're shockingly good at it.
I'll start right when I get into the stadium, about an hour before kickoff.
Here we have the DC conductors.
Here we go, boom!
They're up and down the stands collecting cups to add to the beer snakes.
There we go. Appreciate it.
Perfect cup, 24-ounce beer. We do have a lot of people who will try and put their smaller cups in there. Unfortunately, this is the one situation size matters.
Not the little ones. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's big.
I'm going to go Connecticut right now.
It might be Dumb Guy Tetris.
I can't believe he's doing a whole segment on this.
Organized. And like few other fan bases, they actually got the team on board.
Guess they turn it over. Wow. Pro work.
A beer snake going, and Audi Field Security went ahead and dismantled the beer snake.
They have a tradition here amongst Defenders fans. They make a beer cup snake out of their empty beer cups, and the stadium security took it away from them.
And at the time, you could get a vodka lemonade in a smaller cup, and those vodka lemonades had lemons in it.
So now the fans are revolting.
Let's just say those lemons ended up on the field.
The fans are throwing lemons. The referees are clearing the players off the field for player safety.
Our fans in DC were adamant about expressing themselves this way. We want to highlight them. We want to highlight their creativity. I mean, you do not turn away that beer snake.
So, like our founding fathers, the fans and the team worked together to come up with some rules.
First and foremost, drink responsibly. We don't want to have to get escorted out of the game. Number two, don't throw the cups. You have to get everything together, stack it up, add it in. The biggest rule at the end is that it all has to come down into the recycle bins before the end of the game. Say from the bottom to the top. This thing goes 40 rows up and it goes across the top of the stadium. So it's got to be at least 5,000 cups. Price of beer these days, it's got to be $75,000, $100,000 to build this thing.
What the? $100,000?
They're spending 75 grand on beer. Welcome in, Alexis Whites.
The fans got their beer, the team got its cash, and everyone gets to snake.
There's thousands of people just with one goal, and everybody's on the same team. Nobody's against it. Everybody's working together, and you're all best friends for that 3 hours.
Well, that's a good point.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home.
That is a good point.
When they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. New Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond-free texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Enjoy the go.
TNT announced price hikes a total of 10 times in the past 2 years. Doesn't that blow your mind? Families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans while saving 20%. T-Mobile blows the competition away.
T-Mobile will also give you up to $800 when you switch. Mind blown. Start a jet engine. Go to T-Mobile.com to see how families can save 20% and $800. That's lunch.
5 par bet. Good luck to you, PNW.
You're not supposed to be here. This isn't necessary. We raid the place. Get Will out.
Meet Will Trapped, Tuesday on ABC. It's the Jones Junction Giant Tent Sale. Over 1,000 vehicles all in one location. Save with low 3.9% financing. Jones demos, factory loaners, and off-lease.
Good luck to you.
Certified vehicles with remainder of factory warranty. Banks on site for instant approval. Plus, you'll give you up to $5.
Welcome in, Spaceship Ears. How you doing, buddy?
Save thousands now.
Good to see you.
Junction Used Car Giant Tent Sale. Only 15 minutes from White Marsh Mall. Online at joneusedcars.com.
Make your next home improvement project a home run. Contact Brother Services now and swing into savings. Step up to the plate and get free gutters or attic insulation with the purchase of a roof replacement. And score big with 0% interest.
Good luck.
0 down and 0%.
I used to, not as much anymore.
Walk it off with a Grand Slam deal.
Too many medical bills.
Get one free. Contact us today for your free estimate. Swing into savings for a limited time only at Brother Services.
Longing for connection? Long Fence will build the perfect place for get-togethers and making memories. And right now, Long Fence is offering 25% off fences, decks, and pavers. Longing for a fence, patio, or deck? Contact Long Fence today.
I'm morning meteorologist Stevie Daniels, and you're watching WMAR.
We should be pretty close to starting here.
Let's go. Well, the UFL, more action, more memories, more defense here in D.C. It's a 6-3 game with the Defenders.
You're going to watch the game on your own time. What game? I'm watching this game. The football game? I'm watching it right now.
I mean, it feels like death, taxes, and UFL unders at this point. We've seen this drop.
Everything is an under today, it looks like.
All the way down to 27.5. And then on the Memphis side, at least we saw some player props cash the over. But I will say, as for DC, we thought
Player props are hitting a little bit on the number, but that's about it.
one player ties.
Last day was 5. Probably not. Not until college football and college basketball start doing the right thing here on YouTube. I have no desire.
I'm here with Fred Kice right now. He's going over the game plan with Shannon Harris. What are you wanting to accomplish here to start off the third quarter, Coach?
We just have missed opportunities. I mean, we're getting it.
It just irritates me too much what they allow to be done.
Kevin's playing really well. We just got to catch the ball blocked and get a guy out of here.
Get back to the running game here.
Yeah, we definitely got to start back to the running game and get our tempo going.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thank you.
So a little bit of a different perspective from the.
All right, here we go. Second half, kicking off, everybody.
Jordan Tom, they talked about his inaccuracy. They said he's going to throw us the ball. So defensively, they're hoping for interceptions on this first drive. On the offensive side of the ball, they said they are one big play away. That was Ken Wisenhunt's message. We are one play away. Stay the course, stay together.
What do you think of that reaction from Jared Gordon, the defensive coordinator of Memphis, and what they think they can take advantage of against Tom?
Oh, it's a double-edged.
Yep, that's all right. It's no fun to me to try to do a stream or to try to do a stream where 3 people will be watching because 4,000 are watching on an illegal broadcast. And I don't want to just watch it just to watch it because it just reminds me of that. So I hope you have a good time and I hope you win a bunch of money.
Here are the Progressive first half stats.
Yeah, it was a tale of 2 quarters, right? Memphis Showboats started hot in the first quarter, bunch of yards, bunch of drives down the field, but then kind of got cold in the second quarter. It was all defenders from there on out. So The adjustments at halftime can be paramount to see which team or which offense shows up. We saw some good and bad from both in that first half.
There is Jordan Ta'amu. Talks about his great football memory and moment. Being his 28th season was
First down and 10. Here we go.
a long time. Pro player, spots in the NFL, and a long run in spring football.
Handoff, solid run, gain of about 6, almost 7. Second down and short.
See those big opportunities that DC is.
That's true. Good point, POW.
When Memphis
Good point.
One high defense, one safety, they've been able to move it, get guys open. The reason Memphis gets in one high is because DC starts to run the football well. So the more they run the football, the more those shots.
Second down and 3. Second and 3. Handoff, off tackle. Nope, didn't get it. Third down and short coming up. Third and short.
He's been the FCS Defensive Player of the Year when he was starring at Illinois State.
Handoff, straight up the middle again. First down. DC. Across midfield. Into Memphis territory.
Deion Jackson, and here's the tempo that offensive coordinator Kai said they wanted to get back into for DC.
Handoff again, solid run, gain of 7 again. You keep getting gains of 7 on first down, you're going to do something.
Kai's the offensive coordinator. See what he calls here on second and 4. Just beyond Ty Scott.
Going after Ty Scott, throws short. Incomplete. Third down and 4 coming up. Third and 4.
52. Wide nickel. Check. Tight nickel stick 3. Tight nickel stick 3. Nickel left. Yeah. Wide. 352. Quick protection. The ball should come out. Gonna get 3 or 4 guys just on the other side of the sticks here.
Shotgun throws underneath, caught. Nice run after the catch. First down. Defenders.
First down. Eyes on the quarterback. Nobody goes with Abrams. Excuse me, Abrams Smith here. Hopefully that gets Ta'amu back.
Ball on the Memphis 28.
What could have been a big play downfield to Ty Scott.
Shotgun. Looked like a false start. Didn't see a call. Going to the end zone. Is that intercepted? Oh, my God. Intercepted at the 1. How is that possible? He caught that and fell out of bounds and took it away from the receiver.
It's a really good job of turning to play the football.
Oh, no. No, it's going to be turned over. It's going to be incomplete. His right foot touched out of bounds. No.
Incomplete. We're going to go back to the previous spot.
See how quick Dean Blanchino is. Good morning.
28-yard line, first and 10. We're on the left edge.
The transparency in the officiating.
After review, it's an incomplete pass. So he's stuck it down for DC at the 28-yard line.
I'm here with Lance Boykin. Lance, great tip, but they caught incomplete. How you feeling right now?
Don't worry about that. We out here grinding. There's nothing.
What's next?
We're going to keep balling.
You going back out there or taking a quick break?
That's what I do. I'm going to be back for sure.
Appreciate it, Lance.
Those are dumb questions. What are you going to do now? He's in the middle of a football game. Are you going to take a quick break and go back out there? No. That's another dumb question. No, I'm going over here and sit down and watch everybody else play. The dumbest questions in the world. Second and 10, incomplete. Third and 10 coming up. If you're going to ask questions, ask good ones. Ask at the right time, meaningful.
position like Billy Kidman.
Oh! Is it in the goal? Where is it?
Throws underneath, incomplete, 3rd and 10, going to be 4th down.
Memphis defense did not get awarded the interception as Boykin was on the bound, but they did their job on 3rd and 4th and on 2nd and 3rd down.
And a defensive front for Memphis. Jalen Allen there with a great second effort. He gets some pressure on Tom, though. Good coverage downfield. That's really the difference for this Memphis.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I don't mind interviews if they're done at the right time with good questions. Here comes a field goal attempt. It's up, and it is good. Up and good.
There's McCrane. A lot of NFL experience with Arizona, the Raiders, the Steelers. And here...
9-3, 11 minutes left of the 3rd. Da-da-da.
Hey, it's RV Harvey.
Guilty as charged. Weekend in the RV? How was the light, RV? Catch any walleye? This is getting out of hand. All I ever wanted was to be the cool boss with an RV and flung nickname. Now I have to know where a walleye is.
Hey, all that matters is that you bundled your RV and boat with your home and auto insurance.
Pretty funny commercial. I'll give him that.
I kind of overdid it with the decor tonight.
Way overboard.
Oh, these Katie's are...
Yep, absolutely, Rob. Exactly.
You work here? Whatever, kid. Take notes. Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
On a warm day, you want 2 things. A refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like Simply Spiked Lemonade.
Alamania, hello. Welcome in, buddy.
You can leave it open.
Birmingham Stats are back on track. We'll see, buddy. I'll be calling them this next couple weeks. I can't wait.
With wedding.
Just glad to be back doing some football and having some fun with the UFL.
I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your retina specialist right away.
Retina specialist.
Your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
In Arlington, Texas, we are a city where dreams take flight and our roots run deep. We are fired up by innovation, and we cherish our hometown traditions. We're a community made stronger by diversity, partnerships, the can-do spirit. It's a place where you can live for the moment, dancing into the stars, seeking out thrills and cheering in the stands. Arlington, the American dream city.
Back here in D.C., a 9-3 score with the home team on top. This year's NFL draft is in Green Bay. The event starts on Thursday.
NFL draft right here on the channel. 24th. Can't wait.
Focuses on the prospects' journey to the draft. There's DeAndre Baker, of course. He was a first-round pick in the NFL draft back in 2019.
They might get a beer snake going in Green Bay for the draft. At least I'd like them.
Yeah. It's a great idea. I mean, shouldn't they be universal? Shouldn't every stadium be at least attended?
Should be mandatory.
Here comes your kick.
Drives in 8 total plays for 21 yards.
Memphis getting the ball at the 10, 20, 25, out to the 30, 31-yard line. That's where they'll start.
38 yards and the field goals. Well, there's Kai Loxley, really great athlete, 6'4", 210, from nearby Baltimore, played at UTEP, and he is the son, head coach of the Terps. Maryland head coach Mike Loxley, who joins us now. Mike, great to always visit with you. How you doing as a dad being here on the sideline?
I know. What's up, Joe? What's going on, George? Man, great to be on with you guys. It's great to have an opportunity to come to a venue like this place, Audi Field, and to get to see my son play, which, you know, he's been up in Canada for a few years, and I wasn't able to get up there. But
Handoff, short run, gain of about 4 or 5.
Marks at College Park, and the family came down to check out young Kai, my baby boy.
Coach, tell me this: more nerves coaching in a national championship, or standing here watching your son play a professional football game?
It's standing here as a dad, man. That's why I didn't wear any turf gear. I wore bright green neon so he could see me. You know, I'm one of those dads, man. Just to have the opportunity to see him. A year ago, he kind of was a volunteer coach for us. I've tried to convince him to get into the family business, but he wants to keep trying this pro football thing. And as long as
handoff, short tackle, gain of about 3. Third down coming up. Third down.
4 guys like a guy who are still has that football itch and may have opportunities to develop. And he's a quarterback, and now he's working as a receiver.
And Mike, it's great also, and I know you appreciate to have Ken Wisenhunt back after his leave of absence on the sideline coaching up your son.
Yeah, it is, man. It sent out prayers out to Ken, and I know he's one of those guys that has been a great offensive mind for a long time, and it's great to see him back on the sideline again, guys.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. DJ Perry, the quarterback. For
3rd down and 4, going to throw. Caught, first down.
And then I'll move the chains as he connects.
That's a first down. First down!
Play for Kai. What's he best at right now?
You know what? I've seen a lot of one high man coverage, and with his length and his size, just let him run down the 9 route down the sideline, give him a 50-50 ball, and see if he can make a play or not.
Trips left.
First down.
Perry running for his life. Throws on a run, caught, wide open. Adams down the sideline, but there's a flag. I think he was over the line of scrimmage.
Perry standing off the line of scrimmage there.
So that's a good spot. Line of scrimmage is about the 41-yard line. He was flirting with that line.
Illegal forward pass. Offense number 4.
Illegal forward pass.
Scrimmage when he threw the ball. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul with a loss of down. 2nd down.
Hey, Coach, we wish you the best with spring football just up the road with Maryland. Always great to visit with you. And now you can go back to being, you know what, let's stay with you for one more play because look who's coming.
Number 1 just tried it out.
Look who's coming into the game.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Let's hear what Mike Loxley, as a dad, thinks of watching Kai
Jason
on field as a pro.
Jason, we have a legal pass. His right foot was at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
So this is going to be, we've got the 20-yard line out of bounds, 1st and 10, right hash.
Wow. They're overturning the call on the field from upstairs.
It says, hold on. Watch the right foot.
Remember, any part of the quarterback's body is behind that line.
It is now going to be 1st and 10 at the 20.
Just behind the 41-yard line.
Wow.
Great job by Dean and the guys in the command center.
So it goes as a completed pass. And Kai Loxley in at wide receiver as his father, Maryland head coach Mike Loxley, is with us live.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Play action, up the middle, short run. 2nd down.
Mike, we'll let you be a dad. Enjoy it all. Always great to visit with you, my friend.
Thanks, Joe. Good to see you guys. All right.
You know, that is a great example of what you talked about earlier with what just happened with the
2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7.
We saw it. It looked looked like he was over the line. Leonino immediately gets to them and says, no, listen, that's first down. Big place ball there. Let's go. Let's play some football. So the big play stands.
Play action up the middle. Gain of about 3 again.
Work it to the 15-yard line. Zanogo with the tackle. It'll be third down from there.
This is where Memphis has not been able to convert.
Third down and 5. Third down and 5.
And coverage. Perry. Incomplete.
Incomplete. I had to wait to see if it got deflected. 4th and 5.
Looked like DJ Perry wanted to work outside to Loxley, actually. Look, you see him looking far to his left, and then kind of late comes back to D. Anderson. He's got pressure in his face. I think he was kind of caught in between where he wanted to go with that football. He was looking at Loxley at first, trying to get coach and dad on the sidelines a touchdown to celebrate, but pressure ended up closing down. Another stop by this DC defense in the red zone.
And Coughlin on for the 33-yard attempt.
33-yard attempt.
3 field goals out of 40 pro attempts. Last year was the most accurate.
Got it.
In position.
9-6 game, 6:43 on the clock.
Field goal secured for the Showboats.
We got ourselves a timeout. Anybody brand new coming in for the first time, say hello in the chat. We would love to welcome you in.
No. Depends. The only thing stronger than us is you.
There's nothing like playing on hockey. The intensity is so high, the emotions are so high, the temperature has reached the boiling point. It's right here, folks. This is the place where Stanley Cup dreams come true.
Stanley Cup's going to be coming up soon, too. A lot going on. A lot going on.
And 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I'm moderate to severe Crohn's disease,
And my ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me
out of the picture. Now there's Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go, and I'm feeling free. Control my symptoms means everything to me. Control is
All right, commercial break. Commercial break.
I'm back in the picture.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy is proven to help deliver remission.
And help visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture? Ask your gastroenterologist how to take control of your Crohn's and UC with Sky Rizzy.
control is everything to me.
Happy could help you save.
There comes a time when you face your fears.
And tell yourself, this is what I was born to do. Sunday and Monday. Jelly Roll! Idol's first ever artist in residence. Y'all ready for the night? Joins Hollywood Week for show-stopping performances. The greatest performance I've ever seen. Hopefuls go head-to-head. Full body chill. And your top 24 are revealed.
We have one
Wow.
left.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Trump. American Idol. New Sunday.
Jelly Roll. Jersey Girl, welcome back in. Yep, I do both. 9-6 game, 6:43 left in the third.
That's Jim Turner, who was the interim head coach a week ago.
And then on the other one of the side, we got Von Boston all the way out the back door. And I'll show you that here in a second. But they bugging on me.
This offense. This came down the field. Big play by
All right, here we go. Memphis kicking off.
both offenses have had the opportunity to break through a touchdown. But we just
That's awesome. Enjoy yourself in July.
once again the penalty flag.
We got whistles everywhere.
What's up, Luke?
Hey guys, and with backup quarterback here, Mike DeLillo again. Going to take you through a series here offensively. You got the call yet on this one, Mike? What do you got?
Yeah, we're going to run some under concepts here. So we got an upset to the tight end. He's got to run the corner out. And then we got a levels concept behind it. So we're working the corner back to the levels concept. So we'll see what happens here.
You guys are really close, man. I mean, you've been an inch off here, an inch off there. Like really 3 touchdowns on the field. What's the progression read here for Jordan?
We're going to start with 87, Ben Bresnahan. We're going to start with the corner out there. Then we're going to work the under to 14. And then we're going to have a spray dig by the inside guy to our big boy post.
All right, let's see what happens.
Shotgun, go to throw, down the post. Incomplete.
But he was well covered by Lance Boykin.
That was good coverage by Boykin on the other side.
Interception, then overturned.
Yeah, that corner is really an alert for the quarterback. If you get man-to-man coverage and you like it, take the shot. I don't love this one because the corner had outside leverage the whole way. Nowhere to really go with that football. If the corner is trailing or inside.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
That's a tough one. If I was Tom over there, move on to that under route, get 3 or 4 yards, get to a better situation on second down.
And also, Boykin's a big corner.
Yes.
He's 6'2". So the tight end doesn't necessarily have a huge advantage there.
Blitz coming. Gets it off. Hit right away. Nothing. Right at the line. Guy got nothing on that.
Throw right there to the wide side of the field here. Let's hear what Fred Kites has to say, Mike. You got the call yet?
Punch. No, let's go. Texas right punch. Texas right punch. Ram, go switch. Ram, go switch. Get a tee out. Get a tee out.
Why is the guy on the left talk at the same time they're playing? I couldn't hear either one of them. They were talking over each other.
Watch the switch vertical right here.
Down a throw. Incomplete.
Great coverage this time. Kieran Horton.
4th and 10.
Vertical. This time he carried it, and Tommy was forced to throw that one high to the inside of the second or third ring.
Great that Mike DeLillo gives us that access with Luke's. You hear the offensive coordinator, then you hear the backup quarterback dissecting from Luke's, and you see it come to reality out on the field. Brooks' 4th punt of the evening. He turns this ball over and has fielded at the 12-yard line by Penny. Makes his way to the 19. This is where E.J. Perry and Memphis will take over. Here's what happened last night. As
Birmingham floated again and did it last night.
Michigan. Another Ole Miss, former Ole Miss quarterback, Matt Corral with the big throw there after Alex Magoo, the starting quarterback, went down with an injury.
To a former Clemson star and Kane, the receiver. So that's what happened last night as Birmingham bounces back after this DC.
Yeah, that's great.
Of course, tomorrow on ESPN is going to be
Absolutely awesome.
very good in week 1.
No, I'm not Doug's a Steelers fan. Yes, he is. Not me. Sorry, I thought you were shooting it to me. Doug, it definitely is.
You know, interesting on the call earlier this week.
Alamany says go Stallions. 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8.
It's been an E.J. Perry night, and I think it's going to stay that way.
Short run. We got a flag on the field again.
So, looks like it's going to be a penalty here, but we're going to be going through on this deliver segment to what we're expecting. So, what are you expecting on this next play? We'll see if we get some codes, but go Timbo.
I'm a Ravens fan, but I'm an NFL fan. I call 90-plus games on this channel a year. I call all the teams.
47. So we got wristband 47, it sounds like. What play call was that?
4:17 in the 3rd. We got 2nd and 18. 2nd and 18.
open a cover 3 here, or some type of zone. We got 2 curls on each side, and I got by the F's, I got a dip route still over the middle, kind of like an OTB. So, see what we get here.
OTB over the ball. Who are you looking at?
I'm reading off the middle. The great question is how it gets to the middle.
Thrown and incomplete. Wide receiver got laid out.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 18.
3rd and 18 coming up.
We got 3rd and 18. You said that was a good play. But what do you expect now? What are you hearing when we get the play call?
Let's go. Ocean turn. 47. 47.
Same thing. Calling the same thing here.
So then what changes on 3rd and 18 versus 2nd and 18 if you're the QB?
For me, I'm thinking just get a completion here. Get half of it back.
That's cool.
They're in the drive with the ball in our hands. At least put it away. If you see something pop that's big, then take it. But be smart here, and let's end this drive with the ball in our hands.
There's TJ Carey. From his own 1-yard line, just trying to go underneath for the shallow crosser. So they will be punting away with compromised field position as they will try to flip the field.
They're going to try to flip the field on the punt here.
Pressure from DC. Good protection up front, but not many play calls for 3rd and forever. DC set back in zone coverage, and TJ Carey lucky to get a completion and a punt off here. That's a great stand there by this DC defense.
Bengal with his heels just inside his own goal line will be punching away to the very dangerous Jaden Mickens, who was a kickoff returner in the Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's the punt. Drives him all the way back to midfield or short of it.
Came off the side of his foot.
Jordan, what are you thinking here? What are you hearing?
Just gotta keep it in front of us. Next 5 decisions and score a touchdown. Let's go. Let's get in the block.
Get the call yet? Get that huddle, Luke. Run out there. He's going out there with it, too.
This is unbelievable. Literal awareness.
All right, 1st down and 10 with 2:29 on the clock.
Running arena.
Great field position for DC.
Handoff up the middle. Solid run, gain of about 8 or 9.
Just a question out of curiosity. What if Luke's had just stayed out there behind the play there for the red zone? You think they're kicking him off?
Y'all just think Luke's run into somebody while you're trying to run out there. The Luke, they have the awareness. Luke's, come on. Watch Luke's here. Little contact. Luke.
In the chin.
Jaden Mickens. Please get on handless.
Short run, 1st down.
Well, if you notice, guys, there was no fumble, and a lesser athlete would have gone down.
Six goes in for 5 yards and a 1st down for DC. To the lead here. Final minute.
Handoff off tackle down to the 25. And we got a penalty flag coming out as well.
Defense, too many men. And they'll want to take that, yeah. Too many men on the field defense.
Too many men on the field defense.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
The Zier player was struggling to get off the field in time.
Got in a situation where they were subbing, but DC didn't, so DC didn't have to wait. They were already on the ball. Jaron Horton's right next to us. He's coordinator for Memphis. He was all about that earlier. We can't be subbing when they don't sub. That's the tempo that they play with. Hey, Wendy's, they're going to try to get him to jump off sides here. Hard down.
Handoff around the outside the 22.
That was Eli Walker coming in again.
Eli Walker has been flying around.
All right, how do I get to this?
Watch him come out of the hole right here. He's coming from 15 yards deep. Great tackle.
Good look at the chest cam view. As you see, Jalen Allen, Eli Walker, who made that play, was slow to get up as the medical staff walks.
How do I do that?
Jalen Allen.
And that thing is actually integrated into the pass. I mean, it is sewn through the jersey. It's like Iron Man. Tony Stark out there running around at linebacker. That's a really cool piece of technology.
It literally is AI powered as a wearable camera. So it's the body technology that allows you to...
Second down and 4. Second and 4.
As you can see, there it is. Right in the center of the pass of Jalen Allen. Outstanding linebacker for the Showboats. Second and 4, flags come down.
Second and 4. Flags all over the place. We got a first down. Let's see if they're going to matter.
For real.
And the tight end was covered. Okay. And that is second down, 5 yards. Illegal formation, offense.
Illegal formation, offense.
5-yard penalty at the previous spot. Repeat second down.
That was Monique Washington, the line judge, who you heard explaining the call that she made to Jason Autry, the referee. That's the view of the chest cam of Jalen Allen. Second and 9. Sprint right for Tamu.
Tamu can't get anything, just going to go out of bounds. Third down coming up.
With the tackle.
Really cool to see that chest cam on Jalen Allen as he lines up over a couple tight ends there, expecting to run his direction.
You see him in the upper right-hand box, and then you see his view in the lower right-hand box. Third down and 3 by way of chest cam.
Third down and 3. Third down and 3.
More McKinley there.
As we come to the
end of the third quarter, we got a 9-6 game.
As DC will be facing a big 3rd and 3 to start the fourth quarter when we return. This presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Last round of commercials before the fourth quarter.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Yo, I can guard pro in these.
I can guard you.
Joshua, welcome in. Good to see you again.
So I was looking for a quarterback.
Yeah, we're well aware.
He's Dubry on that. Every shoe for every athlete. Dix is the GOAT.
Good luck to you.
Jackie's giving it another shot.
The last time you were in the field, you had to leave the force because you shot yourself in the leg.
Or, as we like to call it, the dishonorable discharge.
Your farewell event Wednesday on ABC.
Follow WMAR2 News on social.
I think the other game's going on right now.
All right, how do we stream all of these games?
Well, we engineered a fast, reliable Xfinity internet.
So you never miss a moment while streaming live sports.
Isn't that the best part about working here?
No, it's the uniform.
Actually, Mr. Jalen, I do feel a little self-conscious.
Yeah, and I feel ridiculous.
I mostly feel cold.
Meeting over.
It's trying to make y'all look fresh. You don't get it.
For the ultimate sports streaming experience with Xfinity Sports and News TV. Save more than $150 a year over YouTube TV.
Designed to outlast and outlive. Toyota trucks are unmatched, unstoppable, unequaled. Take Tacoma. Now with an available iForce Max turbocharged hybrid engine. Outfitted with the most advanced tech.
Waiting on this commercial break.
Buy a Tacoma now with 4.99% APR. Or lease a Tacoma SR5 for just $259 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Masson is now streaming on Fubo. Watch the Orioles, Nationals, and more of your local teams. Streaming live on all your devices. Plus, over 350 top channels. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
When stuff goes
All right, let's go. Let's get back to the game.
Investigative reporter gets things done.
I mean, you made my day. Do you have a problem for me? Email me, Mallory@WMAR.com.
Because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
I'm Trax reporter Christy Breslin, and you're watching WMAR.
Now we're starting the fourth quarter here in D.C. with the beer snake making a huge surge. Moments ago, the guys they call the D.C. conductors just added to it. They go up and down the stands collecting all the beer cups. And they put them together. And this thing is monstrous.
Look at all the beer cups.
What do they say, like 50 feet of it?
That's crazy.
1,200 beers as we start the ball.
Here we go. Let's go here. Let's go tight will 56. Not a lot of scoring on the field. There will be off the field.
Down to 3 for the home team to start the fourth quarter. DC up a field goal. Let's see what they come up with.
A reverse.
Third down and 3. Third down and 3. Pressure coming. Dancing around. Look at his throw. Now he's going to run. Throw's going to run. Incomplete. Looking for Scott again. Not there.
That's a really good job in coverage by
Scott's a little shaken up on the play.
DC's going to decide to kick another field goal, so they sit rolling in motion right here before the snap to get an idea of the coverage.
Tommy, no music. Who's got the ball? They're getting DC is getting ready to kick a field goal.
A lot more like man coverage. Got Jordan Tamu.
Welcome in, Tommy. No music.
Tries to buy time and make a play at the end, but great job by Memphis. It's Ty Scott, little.
See if they kick this field goal here.
Trying to reach for that ball.
Welcome home, Spaceship Ears.
Also
And Scott's definitely shaking up on the sideline. If anybody's new tonight, help us out with this subscribe. Trying to get up to 190 at least. We need 6 more.
It's been an interesting game in terms of the offense putting themselves in position and then the defense clamping down and not breaking for both sides.
Yeah, I feel like both teams at times have sustained long drives.
Here comes the kicker.
The red zone, the critical area of the field where the windows get a little bit tighter coverage.
Go Showboats. I hear you, Tommy. I'm going to broadcast about 20 games this year from the UFL. I'm sure I'll do your Showboats a bunch of times. 4th and 3, field goal coming, attempt.
7 for 7, 2 weeks into this UFL this season. On to attempt the 40-yarder.
That's no good. 40-yard attempt, no good. It's going to be Memphis ball.
He was 7 for 7, so you push
a really nice start to the year.
Set him up for that one. This one just pulls it a little bit. Good hold, just got a little on top of the ball.
Let's bring in Coach Harris, Shannon Harris. He's done a good job to start this season with DC. After taking over the duties from Reggie Barlow just before the season. Coach, how do you assess things to this point?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, our defense playing a really good, solid football game for us. Offensively, we got to make sure we put the ball in the end zone and get touchdowns, not settle for field goals. But, you know, I mean, I like at times we got a good tempo going, but
14:33 in the 4th. Memphis getting the ball. Here we go.
You know, on offense, it takes all 11 to do it right. So we can't have one guy do it wrong and then it screws up everything. We get some good drives and then pre-snap to it, so we got to stop that.
Coach, next time you're in the red zone, what do you need to see more of?
Yeah, we got to be able to run the ball.
Down the field. Big play. Caught.
So if we can sustain our run.
Wow, big play for Memphis.
We'll be fine.
Perry coming up with a big downfield strike to Jonathan Adams. Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, a little pressure in his face here on the left side. Watch as he releases this hand in his great back shoulder throw. An unbelievable adjustment there by Jonathan Adams.
1st and 10.
Last week on a free play. That's his go-to guy downfield.
27-yard complete.
Look at the throw. Across the middle. Down to the 35. Inside the 35 to the 32. Another 1st down.
Jonathan Adams reaching for his 8th at the end of that play.
And we really haven't seen this Greg Williams defense dial up pressures as much as maybe I thought we would. Protection,
Everybody thought that, right?
protection for Memphis has been pretty good at times. Not a ton of pressure, not a ton of blitzes coming from this DC defense. Let's see how patient Greg Williams can be.
11-yard reception. See defensive coordinator Williams on the right.
Handoff off tackle inside the 30, 25, 20. Down the bounds at the 14. Another big run for Memphis.
Is in here. Watch Cabote set up this block right here. He's going to stay inside and then jump right outside that block from Eli Stove. Great read, great burst to get to the outside.
18-yard run. Here's Cabote again. This time.
Short run, no gain. Second down.
Well. Activated just this week. Trying to find a little something to run game.
Second down and 12. Second and 12. Ball spotted as a 16. Hit that subscribe if you're new and help us out. Shotgun, go to throw. Across the middle, incomplete. Looking for a post pattern. We will be broadcasting 20 or so UFL games. We're doing Major League Baseball, over 110 MLB games this year. And when we get back to the NFL, 90-plus games, plus both days of the NFL draft.
Let's use it on Juice X Shallow will be the call. The X receiver is going to be D. Anderson down here at the bottom. Right here. Shallow route would be that direction. 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. Look at his throw. He's going to take off running. First down, Memphis. Touchdown, Memphis.
Clap your hands.
Wow. What a run by Perry. 12-9 score. Memphis up. Nobody looked at the quarterback to spy the QB. He just went flying.
So much man coverage by this DC defense. Now they'll put the ball at the 2-yard line and go for a 1 point.
They're going to go for a 1 point here. They're up 3. They're going to go for 1 to be up 4.
Conversions and ortho home defense conversion attempts.
Handoff, nothing. 3-point game.
Memphis takes the lead. E.J. Perry, we said it.
All right, coming back. Defender's going to get the ball at home.
And then E.J. Perry with main coverage clearing the right side. Completely always going to take off and use his legs. Great job. You identify man coverage. Step up in the pocket. Know you're going to have space, and that athleticism takes over. We're going for 2. Let's go.
On top here in the 4th quarter. On the road, E.J. Perry with our first touchdown of the night.
All right, Dave, have a good night, buddy.
Person living with diabetes, I'm all about making progress. My progress is making smart choices to help lower my A1C with my Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor. It's the little wins, baby.
Try for free at freestylelibre3.us/share. Ah, it's deer season.
Already?
No, not that deer season. Deer season.
John Deere season.
$1,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd. Once upon a time, Goldilocks took out the Ram 2500 Rebel. Next, he tried the Ram Charger.
We'll see how this one's going to go. This possession here is really important here.
And they were all just right.
During Ram Truck Month, get $6,500 combined cash allowance plus current Chevrolet, Ford, and GMC owners get $1,500 bonus cash on select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks.
Marco's Pizza was just named America's favorite pizza chain, and America said, "Who?" So, to introduce America to America's favorite pizza chain, we're offering unlimited large two-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each, only at Marco's.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Hey, watch it.
It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
Well, the flex is contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best a man can get is Gillette Labs.
A major motion picture. An evolution in customer experience.
Let's go, UFL. Let's get back here.
Behind them all, advanced 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business. Disney chose T-Mobile to power real-time collaboration between remote production hubs. T-Mobile fuels Tractor Supply stores nationwide with 5G internet. And innovates with PGA of America to elevate the game. Business goes further with T-Mobile for Business.
I gotta get Marcus
Settings, notification.
Keep new cleats with all that money you saved.
Nancy Dawson is passive progressive.
You know, Nancy, that's actually really.
Nancy doesn't have progressive, so she takes it out on those who do.
She could look at private coaching with that. Maybe he'll score a goal. I figured you'd want the whole roll since you've saved hundreds with Progressive.
How many tickets? 2, please.
Don't be passive progressive.
2 for Becky?
Drivers who switch could save hundreds.
See if that stops that.
So I'm here with EJ Perry. EJ, you just scored that last touchdown.
Now he's over talking to EJ Perry. This guy drives me nuts.
We ran, all go with a shallow underneath. They all ran to the left. They were putting man. Everyone's back was turned. But yeah, I mean, this is the better stuff, right? Like Jay Adams, they can't cover him, right? Like that's the best stuff we got. And he's just, I mean, he had 10 catches for like 200 yards. We got to get him 300. I don't know what it is. You guys can look it up, but that's what we need to do. Get Jay Adams.
So bring us back real quick before you go to that play. To the 2-man, you said it was 2-man. You said you knew it was man. You were watching this as you're watching it. What did you see? When did you know you could run it in when you saw that play before?
Yeah, the last like that's Greg Williams, right? He loves to play man. The second I was able to step up, our tackle does a great job of running him by me. And at that point, everyone's back's turned. Got fell over on this. It was just walk-in touchdown. That's what we need more of.
All right, here's the kickoff. DC getting it. They got the ball at like the 25.
Actually give us access to the tablet he's using and watching back his 16-yard touchdown run. That has given Memphis the lead. And with that lead change, and with the very lead with first to score, let's bring in our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. Aaron.
Well, EJ Perry to score the first touchdown was 18-1. So what we consider that is a long shot. So if you place $10 on him to score the first touchdown, you would have won $180. He was also plus 750 to just score a touchdown at any point. But despite Memphis,
Handoff, off tackle, nothing, 2 yards.
So EJ Perry, the prop bet, first to score plus 1,800. How about that for the starting quarterback? By the way, how about first to score happening in the fourth? Yeah, that's true. When do you see a first to score happening in the fourth quarter?
Back to what Sacho was doing there on the sideline. How many times have you been sitting on the couch and the TV shows the quarterback looking on the iPad or looking through something? You're like, I wonder what he's looking at. I wonder what they're talking about. Pretty cool to get a little insight what EJ's looking through on that touchdown.
We got an injured man on the field. That's why the pause right now. One of the defenders. Smith, the running back. He's bounced back up, though. He's jogging off.
That's a true selfless quarterback there.
Abram Smith was helped up, but then he was able to run off the field. Started running back for TC. Of course, had a great career at Baylor. Record-setting performance in the Sugar Bowl. Record-setting performance in spring ball as well. We showed you that earlier. 218 yards a couple of years ago against St. Louis.
Shotgun, go to throw, caught. Nice catch.
And he's going to be marked just short of that line again. It's going to be third, probably a long 1.5 or 2.
Ty Scott grabbing his helmet right now. Instead of getting upfield, he kind of tries to dance around a little bit.
This is our view. As we're located in what is really a magnificent facility here. Audi Field in the point section of Washington, D.C. 32.
Handoff, 3rd and 2. Smith, first down. Out to the 40. Starting to move the ball a little bit more methodical this drive.
As well, Liam Fornadell just signed this week, offensive guard, all XFL player from 2023. An injury at that right guard position, signed him off the street. A great ad for this offensive guard. There's Jackson.
Handoff, Jackson, short run. Out to the 43-yard line. Tux Paladin, hello. Here in Memphis, we have severe weather. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hit that subscribe and follow us. I do NFL football, UFL, Major League Baseball. I love Memphis, beautiful area of the country. Nice to meet you. And be safe, my friend.
EJ Perry, the 16-yard go-ahead touchdown.
Great job. Great job. What do you want more? No. You're my favorite guy in the world. You're my favorite guy in the world. That's how you call it, right?
So EJ Perry mentioning that to Ken Wisenhunt, the head coach and play caller, of course, one of the great play callers of the past generation. Had the trick play that he called in Super Bowl 40 when he was the offensive play caller for the Steelers. And victory over the Seahawks.
Waiting on this injury.
As a head coach at Kurt Warner, Cardinals got to a Super Bowl. Obviously, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers when they won the Super Bowl early in his career, second year. Phillip Rivers, late in his career. You know, it's funny. I was talking to Greg Williams on the field before. I said, you know, what do you expect now with Ken taking over or back as the offensive play caller? He goes, well, you know, last time I faced Ken, he was with the Chargers, and it's hard to go back and look at that film because Phillip Rivers was just audible at the line of scrimmage every play, so he didn't really know what Ken was calling.
I mean, think about the span you just mentioned, the quarterbacks he's worked with, and now for a guy like EJ Perry, who we mentioned is a coach's son and a real cerebral quarterback, to be able to have Ken Wisenhunt in his ear at this stage of
Shotgun, going to throw across the middle. Great catch. Down to the 20, 15. Tackled at the 11-yard line. Wow, nice catch across the middle. Can't believe Memphis let him behind him. How do you do that? Jeannie Wynn. Hello, Jeannie Wynn. Help me up with the subscribe and come back, Miss Jeannie Wynn. I'm trying to get up to that 190 tonight. That was my goal. Straight ahead run down to the 2. Second down and 2.
Same exact play that he underthrew earlier in the game when Roland had to step for a touchdown. This time, big completion.
Jackson in at running back.
understandably so after a 45-yard completion to Roland.
Handoff, Jackson, no good. Third down coming up.
This is where this DC offensive line has got to be able to lean on this Memphis front. Luke's just said a lot of hands on hips for Memphis. You also got guys like Hakeem Doss, number 79, right there.
Third down and 1. Ball of the Memphis 3. They can get a first down inside the 2. Look at the go shotgun. Whoa. Tight end in motion. Whistles, whistles, and flags and whistles. False start's got to be. Delay. Oh, timeout. They're going to grant the timeout. Timeout granted before the delay of game. Welcome in, everybody. If you're brand new here today on the channel, we're glad you found us. Hope you're having a good time. My name is Pete. We're here in Maryland watching the game. I love football, love baseball, love Disney. Those are my things I do on this channel. I am a triple amputee. I tell you that not out of disparity, but more to let you know if you see me cheering or jumping. Yes, I lost my left hand, lost both of my legs. But here I am. This is what I'm doing, calling football with you. Just trying to grow a channel up, get a couple subs tonight, meet some new people, and build the relationships with those we have. So if you're having a good time tonight, hit up that follow. Hang around with us. 3rd down and 1, 8:25 on the clock. They're 3rd down and 1 from the 3. They can get a first down inside the 2. DC chasing 3 points right now in the game.
Yeah, what's Jack say comes out? That's right. Right back. Hey, insert. Hey.
All right, here they are, defenders coming back out. We will be doing 20 or so of these games throughout the year to the playoffs and championship for the UFL. So if you're a UFL fan and you're here tonight, you should be. Make sure you're with us.
Tight end's going to come across here, and then he's going to try to get into the end zone after bluffing a block. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. He got hit in the backfield. Oh, my God. Great play action. He pulls it back for the running back, and it is a touchdown to the tight end in the end zone. Wow, what a play right there for the defenders.
Clap your hands!
Wow. Great play call.
Hey, go to the backfield. Go to the backfield. Get that. Yes, we good. What the 5-yard line?
They're going to go for 2 here. 2-point attempt. 2-point attempt. Pitch. Running back. Throws. Caught. 2-point conversion is good. 17-12. I could see that the running back was going to throw from here. Wow.
Here's that H-top. Play fake. Nobody there for Ben Bresnahan. Former Vandy guy. Wide open in the end zone. Again, it was a great job by Fred Keyes, the offensive coordinator, and Shannon Harris of staying with the play.
What a great play. 2 of them in a row. I got to give them credit on those. Nice to see a little creativity with the play calling.
Chris Rowland attacks the line of scrimmage here. Really sells this well. That's why nobody's back there. Sometimes those guys will try to throw too early. 2 great play calls back to back for Shannon Harris, and DC takes back the lead. That fear snake is growing.
All right, 17-12. When we come back, Memphis getting the ball back. All of a sudden in the 4th quarter, both teams could go line to line and just move it.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's. Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family.
Nothing better than a cheeseburger with the cheese melted on it. That's good. That's good living right there.
Sargento, a promise you can taste.
That's good living.
Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Real brewed tea with a 5% feel of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Second team, chicken menu. Now it's caliente.
Si vienen por un beneficio del espíritu que me cuidan, yo soy más de la no escucho ni lo que mi mente me diga. Me busco un par de huevos bacanos para mejor que me dicen mentira.
Introducing the bold new Caliente Cantina chicken menu from Taco Bell. Here for a limited time.
Si vienen por un beneficio del espíritu que me cuidan.
I was born to live in the limelight, but psoriasis kept me in the shadows until I got clearer skin. With Gimzelix, this is my shot to say, I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Only Gimzelix targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people have clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsening, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Let's go. Let's go.
To get yourself back with Benzellix.
Ask your
I feel like the commercials are longer in the UFL. Could be me. It just feels that way.
So why not go to a place made for it? Arlington, Texas. It's a city made for fun and excitement and all the things you love to do. And you get some things you didn't know you loved until you came here and found them. Come see for yourself why Arlington is a world of wonderful.
Oh, beer snake.
Now, an enormous beer snake here at Audi Field, and they have reason to celebrate. We had no touchdowns for over 48 minutes in this game. Now, 2 in the last 3.5 minutes, and most recently, excellent play calling by the home team. Ed Bresnahan with a touchdown that gives DC the
They're
lead.
still doing that beer snake.
Feed the snake. Feed the snake. Their offense just came through what has turned out to be a very entertaining fourth quarter here, week 2 of the UFL.
All right, here's the kick coming out. 10, 15, 20. Tackle is at 20.
What are you feeling now?
What's going on there?
How do you do it?
Play the ball, execute plays.
Awesome. Any last words for your teammates as you're going out there?
Let's go.
Let's go. Our touchdown run a few minutes ago from EJ Perry. Let's listen in.
Here we go. Hey, crowd left 65. Crane, wide dag, check 4 on 1.
First down and 10. First down and 10.
EJ Perry on first down. He gets it complete to the 25-yard line to D. Anderson.
We're going to run that. Round right.
Handoff off tackle. Short run.
Fisher with the tackle.
Starting to dial up the pressure. 78 sticks, so this is just everybody's going to get right across the first down marker, turn their numbers to the quarterback. And coverage will turn into a mesh concept.
Perry, incomplete.
Incomplete.
Flag is down back near the 13-yard line.
Hands to the face, number 99 defense. Yes.
Hands to the face defense.
Illegal hands to face defense number 99. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Shoots an automatic first down.
Joe Wallace working on center, Alec Lindstrom.
Going under 7 minutes of the game. Under 7 remaining. Handoff off tackle. Not going to do it. He holds it. Keeps it himself. He ain't going to get anything. He's going to lose a couple yards.
Was able to make the tackle. DeAndre Baker
Position. 53 reason when you get outside of him, but here we go. Great.
Second down and 12. Second and 12.
Second and 12.
Second and 12 goes down the sideline. There's a flag. Pass interference right there. Anderson and Joseph were tied up. Thank you, Twig. Hit me up with a follow if you wouldn't mind, my brother. That would help me. Looks like you're a Packer fan. I do a lot of NFL games. 90 NFL games I did last year.
15 yards to the previous spot and includes an automatic first down.
Plus, we're doing the NFL draft both first days on this channel. Nice to meet you.
33 NFL games.
6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go.
With the Cowboys, the Dolphins, the Seahawks, the Colts. Got 33 games in the NFL. Now start the defensive back for the defenders.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Shotgun formation, single back set. Look at his throw. Pressure coming across the middle. Oh, he got lit up and he caught it. Is that Anderson again? He got lit up. Held on to it, though. Wow.
Should be a run play here to the right. Everybody at the line of scrimmage for DC. Second and 5.
Second and 5. Handoff, short run. Gain of 3.
5 minutes to play. Most of the game was defensive effort. Offense is stalling out, settling for field goals, and now all of a sudden in this fourth quarter, bubbling up with offensive assaults. As E.J. Perry is looking for his team.
Third down and 4. Third down and 4. 4:30 and counting. Across the middle. Caught. First down at the 40. Adams on the catch.
Pressure of blitz coming off the left side right here, but that slammed the ball out so quick. A little bit on the back shoulder to Adams, but he makes a great play, and that's that trust. You just know if you put it anywhere in that catch radius, he's going to come down with it.
Former Sun Belt Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Now, big part of the offense for the show.
Under 4 minutes. Fumble! Ball's on the ground. And we got flags everywhere. Defenders have the ball, but we got flags. They might be blowing it dead.
False start.
False start prior to the snap. That'll negate the fumble.
Alec Lindstrom will take that penalty all day long to keep the ball. Lindstrom, who is the younger brother to the NFL All-Pro Chris Lindstrom.
He was actually the last one. I feel like it was actually a false start on everybody except for the center on that one.
By the way, Chris Lindstrom is here in attendance tonight. How do you feel to see his brother Alec play?
Boy, he just had X run a go here, which would be Jonathan Adams on a go route.
First and 15. First and 15. Shotgun. Pressure coming. Runs away from it. Takes off inside the 38. Dives there. Perry's down there.
He is slow to get up. Remember, he had an abdominal strain early in the game. He just played tough and gritty. And he went for it here.
Such a good job stepping up there as Malik Fisher comes off the edge. You hear just every time it comes to the huddle, he's telling Jonathan Adams, just run a go on that side, right? Like, one of these times he's going to get the look he wants, which is press coverage. Is he going to take it?
Second and 8.
Perry, 2nd and 8. Is that caught? Incomplete. Wow.
If he wanted press coverage with DeAndre Baker, really good corner, but this back shoulder has been there all night.
Oh, that's close.
He might have got that's close. I think he got both feet before that hit the ground.
Watch Jonathan Adams' legs here. Oh, let's bring in Dean.
They're reviewing it.
Catch, correct. So I'm on this handheld. I've got control. I've got right foot down inbounds, and now I'm looking at the right knee is going to hit before. Does that left foot touch? Good. Can you take it forward?
Watch the left foot prior to the right knee. Yes or no?
I'm not getting it.
It is really close. He's trying.
That's really close. They're reviewing whether he was inbounds or not.
This is a great look into the process of reviewing here.
Yep. Okay, so give me a spot. Jason, we've got a catch. I'm going to give you a spot here.
Oh.
Give you a spot here.
Okay.
It's going to be the 22-yard line by Adams.
22-yard line, left hash, first down.
First down, left hash, correct.
There was that other angle
after
he was able to
a completed catch for a first down
prior to right knee out of bounds. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and the call is reversed, and it's a big completion to Adams and a great throw by Perry. And now
Memphis, they're calling it a completion. Memphis, 1st and 10 at the 23. Handoff up the middle, short run. Second down.
3 plays in a row.
Coming up with a 2-minute warning.
Didn't throw it. He got the look that he wanted. Took the one-on-one matchup to his go-to receiver. He's going to need one more of those if they're going to cap this one off. That's yet to go. This, EJ Perry told me this is his favorite concept. We're going to get this a 2-minute warning here for the 4th quarter.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
This is a 9-play drive. Trying to retake the lead. Listen in to EJ Perry and Wissenhunt. And when we come back, game on the line here in D.C. Can EJ Perry and the Showboats?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
We'll find out.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch.
Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Moderators for helping me, Doug and Debbie, especially you two in here tonight. Thank you. Very grateful. All the other moderators who are in here, grateful. Do we have any? Can't remember if we had anything here or not. Let me see.
Serious infections, blood clots, some fate.
Mr. Thibodeau, Miss Thibodeau, thank you for blessing us with a gift of membership tonight. Appreciate that. Be back in the morning, 12 o'clock for another UFL game. Going to do another game tomorrow. We are excited. Tomorrow, Renegades and Roughnecks. That'll be a blast. Be a good time. Tomorrow, I think it's high noon for that game. Make sure you come over or follow in the channel so you don't miss it when we're live doing more UFL football.
Hilton is bringing you more new ways to stay than ever before. With all new places, there's all new experiences to enjoy. Hilton for the stay.
It's deer season.
Already?
No, not that deer season. Deer season. You can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd.
On a warm day, you want two things. A refreshing drink made with real fruit.
They're really pushing these Simply drinks.
And a way to get cool. Oh, you can leave it open.
Simply Spike,
Made with real fruit juice.
It's the national championship. UConn, the national championship, Sunday at 3 on ABC.
Sunday and Monday, Idol's first ever artist in residence.
Y'all ready for tonight?
Joins Hollywood Week.
Greatest performance I've ever seen.
And your top 24 revealed.
Top 24 revealed.
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC.
This has been a fun fourth quarter, and E.J. Perry had the big 16-yard touchdown run to get Memphis the lead, and then Jordan D.C. came right back and forth like a heavy...
Back and forth game. It's been a good game. Stephen Wallace, welcome in. Yeah, they must have paid some good money. Welcome in, Stephen. How you doing, buddy?
E.J. Perry on this drive showed a lot of grit and determination, nearly willing his team in this 9-play, 59-yard drive, and now coming off the 2-minute warning, facing a 2nd and 8. Perry to pass. Lost it to the
End zone incomplete.
Going to right, DeAndre Baker, the former first-round pick, once again.
Thank you, bud. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, my friend.
Stepping in the play. Miami, Oscar. There, Miami, Oscar.
Third down and 8. Third down and 8.
Get ready for the tape.
Play clock goes down. Play clock goes down. Got a flag on the play.
DC was coming with a blitz there. E.J. Perry saw it, was trying to change or slide the protection right before the snap. Just ran out of time.
Well, we try to do that as much as we can over here for people. We broadcast live every day with something. 3rd and 13 now. Back at the 25. 3rd and 13. Shotgun. Go to throw. Across the middle. Incomplete. Throw it behind the receiver. Didn't even have a chance on that one.
Really thought this was 2 downs to pick this up. Do have all 3 of their timeouts, down 5 points, so we got 3 timeouts.
4th and 12. 4th and 12.
We're in the long game here, trying to cut this lead.
That's exactly what you just heard with the coaching. They have all 3 timeouts, so Matt Conley.
All right, here comes a field goal attempt. Trying to make it a 2-point game. It's up, and it is no good. It's blocked. It's blocked by the defenders.
It may have been Maxwell in the middle. Maxwell, the big defensive tackle, getting in the path of that field goal attempt.
It's going to come right up the middle, number 95, right through. Was a 3-time FCS All-American at Chattanooga, one of the small guys trying to get his shot in the NFL, making a massive play here.
A reaction from Shannon Harris.
Yeah.
As being talking about head coach who became the guy in this position just before the season started. And now he has his team in position.
1st down and 10, 147. Defenders with the ball. Memphis has 3 timeouts. Shotgun handoff up the middle. Gain of about 3. Timeout called.
Use the first one here. Memphis has called their first timeout. Means we're going to stop the run here. Keep using timeouts.
It's funny the ebbs and flows of this game. We mentioned Shannon Harris. He was put in a very unique position. I give him credit for where this DC team stands right now. It was not an easy task to come out and start the year against Birmingham, which is really a power franchise when it comes to spring football. And they're potentially going to go to 2-0 here if they can close this out.
Yeah, Shannon Harris found out he was going to be interim head coach the week of the game as Reggie Barlow departed for the Tennessee State job. They have played with a different kind of emotion and passion. It hasn't always been pretty. You find a way to win ugly.
Handoff, off tackle, up the middle. Gain of 6. 3rd down and short coming up.
Number 2 timeouts remain for Memphis. 44 right away to call against the defense. We'll take the showboats lead.
Hey, Ben. Hey, Trey. Outside, defense number 44. 5 yards.
Offsides.
Repeat second down. Jay to start on the snap. That's just a mental mistake. That's just lining up offsides.
He has the chest cam on. As you see the live view that Jalen Allen is offering us.
It's a very valuable 5 yards you just gave up.
How do you subscribe? It's the subscribe button. It should say subscribe. If you're on your phone, you got to X out of the chat and go to your phone. It'll say the word subscribe and you hit it. P. Johnson, what's up? Hit that subscribe for me, P. I appreciate you, Steven. The big thing for me is that we can grow the channel. More people follow, more people come back, and you guys watching come back and join. 1:32 on the clock. 1st down and 10. This Memphis team is much improved over last year.
And DC had a battle throughout.
Yeah, Memphis, the offense with Ken Wisenheim is just night and day difference. You can tell what a different player, more confident player EJ Perry is, over 300 yards.
We were trying to get to 190 today. We're going to fall a couple short, but thank you to all who did. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you. 1st down and 10, 1:32.
But last week wasn't either.
That's right. I will say this, though. When they needed it, I absolutely loved the play call. The play call that we saw down inside the 5-yard line, the conversion play as well, then they come up with a special team.
Handoff up the middle again. Short run, gain of 2. Memphis will probably use their last timeout. They will.
This is called their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It's 30 seconds in.
Tom Luganville, what's the vibe like down on the DC sidelines in this 4th quarter?
Yes, always pleased to meet new friends.
What you just said about the play calling and getting hot in the 4th quarter. I kind of got the sense the entire time down here that they just felt frustrated because if you go back to that 1st quarter, they never had the football. So they never had a chance to get into rhythm, sustain some drives. When they finally did, it finally came to fruition in the 4th quarter.
And then they had 2, 3, 4 plays that could have been massive game changers. A touchdown, no doubt. That were either missed or dropped. So
2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. Memphis out of timeouts.
They're able to run the football when you have to.
To your point, Blues, the first 2 DC.
2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8.
21 yards.
Handoff off tackle. They're going to hit him at the line of scrimmage, but they don't have any way to stop it. No timeouts remaining. 3rd down and 8. They can take it all the way down to about 40 seconds.
Here, Jordan Zabo's running back here, holding that ball loose.
No turnovers.
2 hands on it, keep it tight. 4 points of pressure, boys.
Great leadership.
Handoff, off tackle. Swift going outside, going down at the 48, stays in bounds. They can run it all the way down to 7 seconds. 5, 6 seconds and kick the ball. I don't like that.
EJ Perry on his team in position. Blocked field goal.
10 seconds. They're going to call timeout with 6 seconds on the clock. And I don't know if they're going to run a play or they're going to punt.
Came up big with the DC's called the 30-second timeout. Rest of the hand. They have the trick play for the conversion. Chris Rowland throwing the pass for the 2-pointer. Driver in this fourth quarter.
Hey, punt.
They're going to punt, and they're going to try to kick it high in the air.
And then they're probably not going to feel it. You got me? So just pump it high. Yeah, hit it high.
Offense here. Snap this ball, run around, and throw it high.
The clock around. They were discussing how it looks like Shannon Harris is telling his punter to kick it really high. They won't field it. See if you can milk that 6 seconds. Rugby style, hang time, okay? Hey, do it on offense too. A quick punt. Yeah, hey.
Just sky.
All right, they're about to do the punt. 6 seconds left in the game. Stay there. Stay there. 4th and 6. Here comes the punt.
We're taking this time off the clock.
Here's the snap. Kaboom, got it off. 3, 2. Oh my God, he kicked it out of bounds with 1 second. And there's a flag. What an idiot. What is he thinking?
Yeah, we can go legal formation or we can go downfield on the kick. So, what's our poison?
What's your foul?
Wow. Cannot believe that.
Okay.
No, we don't want to side. So, just 1 second. Oh, our punter.
Illegal.
They're going to decline it.
The 5-yard penalty assessed at the end of the play. That will be first down.
First down, which means Memphis will get 1 play. Why don't you kick it inbound, you clown?
It's the old hot potato play, right? Everybody toss it around. Guys got to try to stay behind the ball to keep it alive.
All right, here we go. 1 play. 1 play for the whole pot of noodles. Man, they're playing We Ready on the speakers, loud as all get out. They just don't care. That's crazy. Here we go. Snap. Look at his throw. Ladder play. Pitch play. Back to 18. Back on the ground. That's a forward pass. DC's got the ball. That's the game. Hit that subscribe on the way out. Thank you for watching me tonight. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Come back more with us in the future, everybody. Good night.